はい、こんばんは、こんにちは、おはようございます。ロボコップローグシティ、続きやっていきます。まひなさん、こんばんは。いらっしゃいませ。前回は、スパイクやら、アントノースキーやら、ギャングのリーダーたちを一通り、逮捕したっていう感じでね、目に見えてる悪人は一通り捕まえたって感じですが、裏で糸を引いてる人がまだ分かんないって状態のとこまで行きました。そんな感じだ。配信、ぐるったりしたらちょっと教えてほしいな。なんかこの時間とかから怪しいかもしれないからね。逮捕、銃撃。親玉はね、ちゃんと銃を使いつつもちゃんと逮捕しましたからね。なのでね、なんだろう。一旦なんか、一つの山場を越えたっていうような感じですね。ただ、一方で、ロボコップ本人の、不具合というかね、妙な動き、過去のアレックス・マーフィーとして生きていた頃の幻覚が見えたりとか、ロボコップ本人にとっては悪夢のようなものがね、見えたりっていうような状態で、まだそこはね、解決してないって感じです。
Top story. Wendell Antonowski, the infamous new guy in town, has been apprehended today. Robocop was able to capture Antonowski, as reported by an eyewitness, Channel 9's Samantha Ortiz. Unfortunately, no footage of the event has emerged. Robocop's efforts have prompted a public debate regarding his status as a human being. Here's a statement from John Mills, a candidate for the mayor's office in the upcoming mayoral election.
Today, Robocop has done more for this city than the current administration has done in its entire term. That's why I feel that it's time to give something back. If elected, I will be advocating to grant Robocop the status of a free, living human being. That's right. Vote Mills, vote Robocop.
Staying on the topic of OCP, the CEO of Omni Consumer Products suffered a heart attack earlier today. The self-made entrepreneur has been taken to the Gibson Memorial Hospital for observation. His condition is stable. We wish you a speedy recovery.
という感じだな。
Wendell's in prison and the old man is on his way out? Could this day be any better?
Geez, Steph, don't you have any respect?
Here's the man of the hour.
Congrats, Robo! You caught that bastard for what he did to Lewis.
We are not done yet.
Murphy, come talk to me after you're done with your evaluation.
という感じだ。前回の、終わりのところのやり取りから今回始まってます。今度評価するところまでが前回やりましたね。
I knew he'd get him. I just knew he'd be the one to bust that ass.
もろもろ悪人逮捕した上に、諸悪の根源たるオムニ社の会長もね、体調不良で入院したということで、恨めしく思ってる人にとっては結構いいニュースばっかって感じですね。
Are you having problems getting a hospital appointment? Are you tired of being at the mercy of those never-ending waiting lists? Do you feel powerless?
じゃあ評価を受けるところからいきましょうか。
Something not many people know about me. I used to be a car mechanic before I landed this job.
Is that supposed to put us at ease, Morgan?
今回は一通り副目標とか達成できたんだが、ちょっと待ってよ。大丈夫か。達成できたんだが、あれしまった。ちょっと待ってくれ。 操作ができなくなってしまった。なんてこった。オッケーオッケー。そう、ただこの操作がね、いくつか見落としがあって、ちょっとこれはね、まあ、なんかやり込み要素をね、いくつか見逃した感じではあります。
Congratulations on catching Wendell. You seem to constantly be front page news. Not only that, your situation has become a topic of public debate. I imagine that could take a toll on anyone. How are you dealing with other people trying to determine your identity for you?
これは、クルルさんこんばんは。ちょっとムービー中なんであんまり喋んないが。これも前回やったところですね。なんか、ロボコップに権利を認める認めないっていう話になったような感じだ。
It is no one else's business.
Understandable. But the status of a human would make you an autonomous being. It opens many doors. Being given human rights would let you fully take control of your life. Is that something that you'd actually want?
高評価、あざます。まあ、ロボコップ本人はなんか、あんまり人権とか気にしなさそうよねって感じ、ね。
I do not need other people's approval to determine who I am.
No. But no man is an island. The idea of granting you human rights is a very important issue. But no more important than the main reason for today's session. Many people might not be aware of that, but I have the whole report on the heavy glitches that you suffered before capturing Wendell. The only other time you've experienced anything similar was during the slaughterhouse incident. That's when your partner was wounded. Now, you were fighting the person responsible for it. Do you think the severity of those glitches is caused by the intense feelings that you have towards either of them?
これはまあこれだろうな、ロボコップなら。
My partner is important. I needed to do right by her.
I know how close she is to you. Let's dig a little deeper. Your typical glitches are triggered by sensory stimulation, similar to how most people experience memories when exposed to particular sights, sounds, or smells. But this wasn't the case with the other glitches that you experienced recently?
No, they triggered randomly.
That's what I suspected. And now tell me, what did they seem like to you when you experienced them?
Nightmares.
I think we're onto something. Your usual glitches were making you recall memories. No more harmful than remembering your wedding day when hearing Mendelssohn's March. We have to differentiate them from those severe malfunctions that you experienced in the slaughterhouse and at the mall. Those latter ones are the real problem, and we need to get to the bottom of it. But I think I've gathered quite a lot of valuable data, and at our next session, I'll present my conclusions.
理解だと。まあその行動を否定はしない。
Hey, Robo, could you stop by the cells on your way to read? Someone there wants to speak to you.
なんで顔だけ生身にされたかの方が気になるわ。まあ頭だけが無事だって、まあ脳と関連する顔もね、銃撃されて死んだんだけど無事だったって感じで残ってますね。さあこれね、前回のミッションが結構ね、後半感情的に重くなるようなものでしたね。
I've got a degree in robotics, not in human relations.
Sometimes I'm surprised you got a high school diploma.
なるほど、そうなんです。まあ、ロボコップを作るにあたってはなんか人間の脳が必須だったっていうのがあって、まあそれにあたって多分顔もねそのまんま使われてるんだと思います。ピクルスってのはまあホームレスだけど。
Over here, Tin Man.
浮いてない君。ちょっと浮いてるな。
What did you do this time?
Why does it have to be that I did something? Maybe one of your guys just got a little overeager.
Did they?
No. But none of this matters. I'm here mainly to congratulate us. We did it. We got the guy.
We
sure did, partner.
Any new leads?
Are you looking for trouble? This is the they lived happily ever after part of the story.
Wendell was conducting suspicious activity for someone at OCP. I want to know who.
Shit. I thought you were just looking to avenge your partner. I forgot that you're a dutiful officer. All right. I'll keep my ear to the ground and see what the streets are saying.
Good.
Talk to you later, partner.
結局ね、裏で糸を引いてる真の黒幕はまだわからない状態だから、そいつをね、見つけないといかんのや。オムニ社の内部にいるだろうって感じだね。マグナボルト。マグナボルトってなんだっけ？警備会社とかだっけ？
The old man had a heart attack?
Seriously? I didn't think he had one.
You're one cold lady, O'Neill.
Need a hand, rookie?
Oh.
Actually, I do. Still not used to working with one hand. You'll eventually forget about
この警察署でもね、結構サイドクエストみたいなのがあるからな。
What?
おお、あれだ、新人のユリシーズ君がね、銃で撃たれたりして市民を守ったことが評価されたぞ。
Murphy, in my office. Catching Antonowski put a smile on a lot of people's faces, but we still have one unresolved issue.
Catching his accomplice at OCP.
Exactly. And when everyone realizes that OCP's been sabotaging us the whole time, mentions of a strike will come up again. We don't want that. So who do you think it is? Becker is an obvious choice. I just don't know if that's not too obvious. Do you suspect that Becker is on Wendell's payroll?
うん。どうなんだろうな。ベッカーは怪しいけどな。なんとも言えないな、まだ。まあでも確信してるしかなんか選択肢がないのはどうなんだろ
う。It has to be him.
Then you won't like what I've got to say next. Becker wanted to meet you. You're supposed to show up at some old factory. And he wanted you to come alone.
A rather unusual request.
That's why I'll get Officer Washington to listen in. By the way, how do you feel about him? Can you trust him?
これはさっきの。
Despite shortcomings, he is trying his best.
That makes me a little less anxious about signing him up to look after you. I'm skeptical of anyone that OCP tries to push on us. First Becker, then Washington, and let's not forget about Dr. Blanche. Speaking of which, Dr. Blanche, is she being helpful? Are you getting anything out of those sessions?
まあでも役に立ってるのか立ってないか何とも言えないですね。
This process takes time.
Like most things that are worthwhile.
I will meet Becker, but there is a place I will visit first.
Sure thing. In the meantime, I'll brief your overseer. Officer Washington!
Yes, sir.
You've got a new assignment.
I'm ready and willing.
このワシントン・ユリシーズっていうのがオムニ社が送り込んできたまあ新人なんだけどペーペーなんだけどあれですね信頼できるかどうかは警察署的には怪しいかもしんねえなって感じですね。署長はオムニ社を嫌ってるからもう全員怪しいと踏んでるって感じですね。ここは今回あれサブミッションなかったね。 どうなんかな、あの中にスパイがいるんかな。これから会いに行く、名前忘れちゃったやつはまあ、ベッカ。怪しいは怪しいけどね。まあ、怪しいというか、利害関係に直接ありそうだなって感じではあるけど、そんな分かりやすいかなとも思いますよね。あ、ルイスの病室に向かう。ルイスがね、まだ。
I wanted to throw the TV out the window, but it was too heavy. I pulled a hamstring.
最新の健康保険。医療費が捻出できない。オムニ社にお任せください。まあ、どうせオムニ社。ね。いろんなサービス提供するけど、オムニ社金にがめついから、信頼できないよねっていう感じやね。ルイスな、なんかちゃんと回復してくれるかな。まあ映画どこだっけ、あっちだ。2、3ともルイスはね登場してるから。
Wait, why are you asking me about my liver and kidneys? They shot me in the leg.
We can offer you a higher standard of accommodation and additional benefits if you decide to sell.
Just get the bullet out and let me leave.
怖いね。ドナー登録のためのアンケートを取られてる。
She's waiting for you, Murphy.
ルイス大丈夫かな。
Come on, give me the skinny. I want to know everything. Ah, Murphy, we started the party a little early. I hope you don't mind.
Sorry, partner. It's my fault. I just gotta hear what's happening at the precinct.
In usual fashion, OCP's doing everything in its power to keep the police down.
Come on, this is time to celebrate. Lewis is feeling better, Wendell's in jail. Let's party.
If you don't think a strike is brewing...
You know what? Let me get this grouch out of here so that you two can talk.
Okay, I'm going. Feel better, Lewis.
You look well.
I gotta admit, I sleep better knowing that you got that bastard. But what about you? How have you been lately? Did you get any more of those visions?
見えるんだかな。お、上新さん、こんばんは。ロボコップがゲームになっていることに驚いてます。そうですよね。今更ゲームになるなんて結構びっくりですよね。すごく待ってました。いらっしゃいませ。例の幻覚はもう見えないの。見えるだが。
I still see things.
You know, ever since Antonowski showed up, they seem to be happening more often, and with greater intensity. I don't think I've ever seen you in such a state. I just know how it affects me, so I can't imagine how it affects you. The fact that he's the brother of one of those guys who shot you.
We should not let the past haunt us.
Easier said than done. His presence reminds me of the day that I left you. I often think that maybe if we didn't split up that day, things would have gone down differently.
この女性警官そっくりね。本当ルイス再現度高いですよね。なんか登場人物ね一通り顔の再現度すごく高いですよ。
Neither of us could have predicted the consequence of our actions.
That doesn't make me feel any less guilty. What I don't get is if Wendell is actually the brother of one of your murderers, then why did he come out now? After all this time? And why didn't he kill you when he got a chance?
That is what I intend to find out.
Right. Is it true that he's working with someone from OCP?
That is what he claims.
Damn Becker. We should just lock him up already.
さっきから話してるウェンデル・アントノースキーっていうのはロボコップ1に出てきたマーフィーを撃ち殺したメンバーの一人で、その兄弟が今のところあれですね、敵として出てるって感じですね。このベッカーはでもこれなんかな、証拠だそうだという証拠は何とも言えないですよね今のところ。
We do not have proof.
Not yet. I don't know if you heard, but the old man ended up in this hospital after his heart attack. I'm not even sure if he's in a state to talk, but it probably wouldn't hurt to check if he knows anything, right? Anyway, I think I need a little rest after all this excitement. Thank you for visiting me. We'll be back to working together in no time.
I look forward to it.
オールドマンね、オムニ社の会長なんだけれども、心臓発作で入院してるようだ。せっかくだから会いに行こう。こっからどう動くのかな、誰が黒幕なのか、正直まだわからなくて。お、
Good. I don't think I can last a minute longer in this stench. Hey, where do you think you're going?
To talk to the old man.
You're the only one who actually showed up to pay him a visit. You know he talks about you a lot.
Does he?
Yeah, about you being granted human rights. He's rooting for you. So maybe it's not such a bad idea. You can go in.
ああ、ロボコップに本格的に人権を与えるようになってきたんか。なるほどね。
Drop of my sweat. I was trying to improve people's lives. I was good to them. Just like you told me, Mother. We did not see Delta City rise. But don't you worry. I promise it will happen. Mother, why aren't you saying anything?
大丈夫か？
Michael, is that you? Your halo shines so bright.
Someone in OCP was supporting Wendell's operations. I want to know who.
Robocop? Oh God. I'm getting close to my final days. And I just can't stand this uncertainty. But you came back from the other side. Tell me, how was it? Was it unbearable?
これは難しいところですね。どう言うべきか。死ぬ瞬間は痛かったろうな、ロボコップは。だが、どう答えるかですね。2から3の間のオリジナルストーリーなんですね。ってことはジェットパックはない感じかな。ジェットパックはどうでしょうね。出てこないと思いますね。多分3が初登場だと思うんで、ここでは出てこないのかなと私は思ってます。
Fragments of my past life flashed before my eyes, and they keep flashing. Perhaps I am still dead.
You can't be, regardless of what the papers say. I believe that death isn't the end. You are walking proof of that. Unfortunately, I have not completed all I set out to do. Those saboteurs inside OCP won't let me.
Are you referring to Max Becker?
That weasel seeks not only to destroy you, but also my company. Be wary of him. I know you would never let anyone jeopardize the good name of OCP. Before you go, could you be so kind and give me some painkillers? That's better. I can always count on you, can't I? Thank you, son.
The helicopter is on its way, sir.
Perfect. Oh, good news.
Leave now. We need to get him ready for the transfer.
オールドマン自身も、ベッカーのことを怪しんではいるというか、嫌ってはいるね。オールドマンもう、あれだね。めちゃくちゃ弱って、今にも死んでしまいそう。
They'll pump him full of OCP's cocktails, and come Monday morning, he'll be back to signing deals as if nothing happened.
こっからなんか移動するっぽいね。別の病院に。ここはとりあえずなんか受け入れる市民向けの病院なんかな。
I am the mayor of this city. Robocop, you have to intervene.
旧崎市長だ。現市長だ。
Is there a problem?
This man is preventing me from exposing OCP's hypocrisy. The way this hospital treats its patients is the best depiction of what OCP wants to do with this city. A brave policewoman shot in the line of duty is crammed into a small room, while the old man has a cozy VIP wing of the hospital all to himself. This is what Delta City stands for. Even bigger division.
But the time you had your tonsils removed, you were staying in the VIP wing too.
We're not talking about me. We need to talk about the people. Robocop, please stop this madness. Make a statement. That policewoman is your partner, isn't she? So tell us, doesn't she deserve better?
なんともな。こんな話をロボコップは別にしないと思うな、あんまり。
A hospital is not an appropriate place for political scuffles.
Just what I expected from an OCP robot. They want to ruin this city. They want to take it away from the citizens, but I won't let them. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak. Okay, guys, we're leaving.
We should find him a cozy, secluded, preferably padded room.
極端だな。もうロボコップが政治に関わりたくないってだけなのに、あれか。もう旧ザックを支持しないっていう話になるのかな。同意しなきゃ支持しないっていうのは極端じゃないですか。あまり。行くか次。まあ今はね、なんか幕間みたいなエピソードで多分次への展開を見せるためのお話の進行だと思うのであんまなんもないですが、この後はあれかベッカーに会いに行くんだっけね。確かそうだな。疑わしき今一番怪しい男ナンバーワンベッカー、オムニ社のベッカーですね。
Maybe he wants to thank you for catching Wendell.
I only seek answers.
You came, so you can follow a command. Surprising.
Surrender, or there will be trouble.
Defiant as usual. Your creators screwed up the job by not installing an off switch.
Well, it doesn't pay to fix their mistakes.
It's cheaper just to replace you. So, Robocop.
Meet the future of law enforcement.
おお。いたな、こいつら。
Power like yours, but at the push of a button.
That is why it is not only more effective than you, but infinitely more obedient. That's just a fragment of the speech I had prepared. But hell, this product speaks for itself.
もうこれ話し合いですらないのもう怪しいなんてもんじゃないねベッカー。こいつらねなんだな赤い赤い。
I'll try to find something that can help. Just give me a sec.
やばいぜ。やばいけどちょっとまあ大丈夫かな。なんか攻撃そんなにわあ走ってくんだ。 あーでも人間よりはめっちゃ怖いんだから自爆特攻してくるの。あとどっかにいる？上か。いたいたいた。
Don't get excited. This was just a warm-up.
Robocop, I got something. A headless UED will start shooting other droids. It's a bug that ended a presentation in front of the OCP board. I'm looking at the footage now.
Let us see if they ever got around to fixing it.
頭部が弱点だ。
Get ready for the real strike.
地雷だ。次はこっちか。
I knew the guy that made you.
ほれ。
Bob Morton, right? An arrogant
さすがに爆発物は今弱い。 挟まれるとさすがにきついな。
I wish he was here. Your end.
まあでもなんとかなるか。なんかそんなに攻撃めっちゃ見たいわけじゃないから今のところはなんとかなりそうだ。頭部を壊すと頭部壊してみようか。あ？頭部壊して倒しちゃったらなんかやっぱ痛えわ。絶対も来るなんか胴体だけ先に壊すと突っ込んできますね。ああ痛い。回復が足りないかもしれない。
Robocop, I've got some more on the UED project. The old man didn't like it much and wanted to shut it down. He was certain that your brain was what was making you superior to them, so Becker continued to work on the project in secret.
なるほどね。
He took a big gamble.
Hey, who are you talking to? Is that Oedipus guy helping you? Well, once I'm done with you, his career is over. You are durable, I'll give you that. You could become a strong part of my urban enforcement.
今君らいたんだね。痛いよー。こここもるか。あ、いるね。さっきなんかいい感じの銃持ってたと思ったんだけどあいつ。うん。画面が一瞬なんかバグることがある。ほらほらああ、赤いレーザーはまずい。こいつらもね、確かビジュアル的にはロボコップ2で次世代のロボコップ、まあ映画のタイトルのようにロボコップ2として開発されてたやつらですね。で2の段階でストーリー上なんか不具合ばっか起きてたからすぐ中止されたんだが、まあ、実際はねなんかあいつが秘密裏に作ってたって感じですね。ああまずいまずい。お SMG テック、これは古い銃だな。ああ強い。なんかメインの波動ガンよりは弾がいっぱい出るから。オッケー、機関銃もらおう。上が強いなやっぱり。でも回復をさせれば。
Becker knows you are helping me.
He gave me access to the OCP data himself. Under these circumstances, I feel obliged to use them any way I see fit.
Until now, I didn't want to damage you too much, but no more.
次はどこだ。 上か。まずい。あのね、地雷もずっと持ってると敵の銃撃で爆発したりするから危ねえんすよ。おー、さすがに痛い。さすがにあいつはマシンガン持ってる。よしよし。やばい。あのスナイパーがきついっすね。あれ、あ、やっぱマシンガンが強いね。あいつら片付けたら下行かんといかんかな。ちょっと待って。回復が欲しい。
You cost too much and object too often. You and the police are unprofitable. That's why I made the urban enforcement droids. I'm gonna replace all of you with them. Appreciate being among the first to know. You know what? I'll turn you off anyway. You can resist, but it doesn't change anything. I won't let something like you kill my project. 赤いねレーザーを放ってくるのが多分スナイパーライフルだか持ってるやつで、放置しとくとめっちゃ痛い攻撃してくるから優先的に。うわー落ちてる。はい、リロード。登ってきた。あぶね。やっぱ狭いとこが強いね。回復がこんだけ投入してロボコップ倒せないってどうなんすか。都市防衛できるんですかね、そんなポンコツどもで。あ、いっぱいおる。うわー暗い。これ投げてやる。よっしゃ。リロード。よっしゃ。やったね。おー、一発クリアいけた。いやでも結構攻撃やばかったな。苛烈だったな。まあ勝ったんですけどね。さあ問いただそう、あいつを。 What the hell just happened?
Becker!
Oh, just stop right there.
Great performance, Robocop. And Mr. Becker, it was an excellent presentation. You promised to show me a reliable remedy for this crime wave. And you really did.
Yes, I've been working on UEDs for the past 5 years.
I meant Robocop. He's proved once again that he's still the top player.
Excuse me? It just barged in here and started accusing me of conspiracy without a shred of proof. It is not stable.
I have Wendell's confession.
Oh, do you mean the guy that's been harvesting human organs? Very reliable source. You keep forgetting that your organic components are the bane of my entire existence. They complicate things. I need a simple tool. A tool that I can control. And until this remote is in my hands, I have that... Oh!
Well, it's time for me to go. Thank you, Mr. Becker, for your presentation. I'll be watching the progress of your project. But until then, keep up the excellent work, Robocop.
And you better keep an eye on that remote.
うん、ベッカーはウェンデルを操ってたかは何とも言えないですね、今んとこまだ。やってなさそうよりって感じですね。お、行動評価だ。ちょっと待ってください。1分ぐらいちょっと席外します。すぐ戻りますね。戻りました。失礼しました。行動評価。盗まれたオムニシャの箱をすべて発見した。戦闘中開けてたけど、ダメだったね。C かよ。結構頑張ったのにな。お帰りなさいまし。ありがとうございます。ただいま。
That should do it. What's going on over there?
Becker's here, and the cops are not happy. Becker tested an army of robots on Robocop. Can you believe that?
That is so unethical. To conduct an experiment without our supervision?
Right.
よくもまあベッカーロボコップ殺そうとしたのにマジでよくも来たな。マザーボードを取る。マザーボードどこだろう。ちょっと待って。大抵このどっかにあるんだが。あ、これだ。はい。ちょっとね、オート9、銃のやつを、この性能フルの、あれ、調整させてほしい。銃がね、武器がめちゃくちゃ拡散してるからちょっと使いづらくてね、今。ティア4、見てみようか。これがね、何だっけ、この、電源があって、その回路をつなげていくと、これ銃のスキルを獲得するところとかにつながるんだけど、まあそれでメインで弾無限にある銃がね、強くなるんですよ。拡散がね、なんかするのがちょっとめちゃくちゃ気に食わないので、ちょっとこれやらせてください。T0。そうだ、一番大事なのがあれなんだよね。拡散率だからここまではつなげていきたいね。じゃあ強い順にやっていくか。これが、これダメだ。でね、この回路の向いてる方向にこの電力がいくから、で、この赤いやつとかはペナルティなんですよね。こういうのに行かないように回路をつなげるって感じです。モーサンさんこんばんは。いらっしゃいませ。ロボコップログシティ引き続きやってます。今ね、なんかお蔵入りになったはずのプロジェクトの新ロボコップたちをボコボコにしてきたところですね。これが縦が、これか、武器ダメージ。とりあえずね、ここまでつなげたいですね。これも縦か、縦だね。これも縦 15% とかで、これも縦 15% だね。で、これ何が超過した？ 12 とかならいけるかな。なんでやねん。なんでやねん。くそ。じゃあ、もっと弱いやつにする？くそ、この 20% のペナルティが痛すぎる。痛すぎるんだな。痛すぎるんだな。でも今武器の拡散率0だからな。いらんかな。ちょっとね、これ、見てる人的にはつまんない瞬間かもしれない。 ーっと、13%。これがなんだっけ？フルオートも役に立つやつだ。マガジン容量。拡散率。この辺は、終端回路ですね。拡散率は、これでいいか。で、あとは、リロード速度はまあどうでもいいっちゃいいんだが、あったら嬉しいですね。LG。はい。こうなる。ほら、こうなる。そっか、もうこれ強制的に、あれだね、ペナルティ食らうやつなんだね、この辺は、きっと。一旦つなげてみようか。つなげてみた上でどうなるか。ひどいもんですよ。ひどいね。ダメだね、これは。ひどいもんですね。もうこれでいいか。ちょっと待って、これ 13%。そうだよね。これでいいや。これが多分、知る限り一番強いぞ。よし、じゃあこれでいきます。はい。では、進めましょうか。やっぱロボコップのスキルポイントもめちゃくちゃ余ってるんだよな。まあでもこれは必要に応じてちょっと割り振っていきましょう。お、ベッカーめちゃくちゃ嫌われてる。そりゃそうだよね。騒ぎになってる。
It's a new age, and you have to accept it. My robots are here to stay. Detroit will become the first city policed entirely by my machines. No brains, no glitching, total control.
So that's it? You just gonna replace us?
You've already been replaced, honey. Can't you see it?
What are you talking about? Murphy's one of us.
You're a little confused. That's Robocop you're talking about. Murphy's the guy who's legally dead.
That's it. We are going on strike.
We are cops. Cops do not go on strike.
That's the spirit, old-timer. I have important people to meet, multi-million-dollar contracts to sign. You know, the usual.
Well, that sucks.
We can't just sit here and do nothing.
You can do something. Your cruiser needs cleaning after your last shift. If you have a hard time finding something to do, come to me. That goes for the rest of you too. Murphy, briefing room, now!
巡査部長強いね。本当に。昔かたぎの警官の男だ。彼がこの警察署のをまとめてるね。ベッカーはさっきロボコップが戦ったロボットの警察官だけで警官を置き換えたかったっていう計画を立ててましたね。警察署の雰囲気が記憶通りだ。作品愛すごい。そうなんですよね。本当にあれですよね。映画通りって感じだね。この辺なんかここになんかこの向こう側によく巡査部長がね立ってる感じしますよね。そう。再現度本当にすごいんですよね。映画見てる人にとっては分かる通り。ただ明確に描かれてないところは結構デフォルメされてるっていう感じでもある。そこはねなんかうまいこと作ってると思います。
After the celebration of Guatemalan Independence Day, the authorities explained they mistook the intense outbursts of joy for another coup d'état. It's worth noting that Guatemalans regained their independence for the fourth time in the last 23 years.
グアテマラもよっぽど治安が悪い。もう世界中治安が悪い感じだな。
First of all, I don't want to hear a word about those damn robots. We have a job to do. Now that the milk is spilled, we are looking for a mole in OCP that's been protecting Antonowski. As hard as it is to believe, Becker is not that guy.
Yeah, but he's still a prick.
Sure is, but there's still a mole that we need to find.
It's gotta be the rookie.
I'm sitting right here.
So?
We start by asking the source.
What are you suggesting?
I pay Wendell a visit in jail.
Good thinking. You can try to squeeze a confession out of him.
If I get my hands on him, I will squeeze more than just a confession.
ロボコップに事情聴取されるってもう
Hey,
気が
Murphy.
気じゃない。
That news lady's in the lobby waiting to talk to you.
ああ、ジャーナリストが来てるのか。話してみよう。あれそうだよな、サマンサ・オーティスって。
Robo, do you have a minute?
お、
Listen, I wanted to say that I misjudged you. My crusade is against OCP. You were just collateral. So to extend an olive branch, I'd like to give you this.
What is it?
It's the tape of you glitching the other day at the mall. It's the only copy, so you can do whatever you want with it.
I am sure your TV station would love to play the tape.
Yeah, that's why you need to take it before I change my mind.
Thank you.
Now that I have you here, can I interview you as a consolation prize? They want me to ask you about the election. Seems that people value your opinion.
I would be happy to oblige.
Okay, roll the tape. I'm here at Metro West conducting an interview with a man that needs no introduction. Robocop. One of the more contentious points brought up during the election is the construction of Delta City. Many believe that Delta City will destroy old Detroit. Mayor Cusack spoke at length about the illegal evictions that OCP has been planning in order to start the construction. Other candidates, namely John Mills, believe that Delta City is a chance to clean up the city. What are your thoughts on this subject? Is Delta City the future of old Detroit?
あ、結果を知ってるからな、これは。まあ、これは、これかな。この選択肢にしておきましょうか。あ、ちなみに、配信、ロードがあったり、ぐるったりしてたら、チャットで教えてくれると嬉しいです。
I would focus on current Detroit.
Thank you for clarifying your stance on this important topic. This has been Robocop for Channel 9. Samantha Ortez, signing off. Thanks for the interview, Robo. We'll get out of your hair as soon as we're done packing up the equipment.
今のところ大丈夫そうですか？ありがとうございます。さっきのジャーナリストからあれですよね、ロボコップが重大な不具合を起こして幻覚。幻覚がねを見ながらいろいろ行動をしちゃってた瞬間をビデオに収めてたらしくて、それをもらったんだが、あれだね、あれが公表されるとロボコップ自体への信頼が損なわれちゃうから。
I'm really glad to hear that, and I can tell someone was missing her a bit more than the rest of us.
Hey, it's not like that, Ramirez.
ロボコップを信頼してそのビデオを預けてくれたって感じですね。ちょっと見てみたいところではあるけど、今はとりあえず見れなさそうかな。他、まあ、サブ目標ないですね。ああ、ないですね、今のとこは。OK。じゃあ行こうか。行きましょう。この車が駐車場から出ていく出口のね、坂の感じもよく再現されてるのよね。毎回出ていくときバンパーとかするんですよ、パトカーが。そういうとこも再現してますね。どうなんかな、なんかベッカーよくあれですね。まあ、オムニ社だからってのもあるけど、お咎めなしかって感じよね。ロボコップ殺そうとしておいて。止めるやつがもういないんだな。さて、アントノースキーを尋問しよう。刑務所か。
Keep that metal fuck running. What a waste of electricity.
I mean, he did catch you.
刑務所って出てきたっけな、ロボコップの映画の中で。覚えてないな。初めて見るかもしれない。お、さあ、このセンサー。
Oh, gonna have to strip search you. Belt, keys, loose change, huh? I'm kidding. Just keep walking.
I don't think that was funny. Good to meet you, Robocop. The visiting room is at the end of the corridor.
全身金属だからな。ああいうセンサーが反応しないわけないんだよな。さあ、お、ここが面会室か。ん？弁護士か。
Good to see you in my prison, Robo. Did the inmates at the entrance welcome you properly?
I felt at home, almost.
I'm glad you're here. I want to ask you about the man you're here to see. The only thing I know is that he's no ordinary prisoner. OCP are keeping his record secret. So who is he?
弁護士じゃなくて所長でしたね。一体何者なんだあいつは。何者だろうな。やつはゲスだ。
Just another slime that tried to run the city.
I'm afraid he's something more than that. He's a demanding individual. There used to be peace in my prison, but now they're rabid dogs. He turned all the gangs against each other. So either OCP doesn't know who they're dealing with, or there's something fishy going on.
I suspect OCP knows more than they are telling. I'm here to verify that.
Ah, good. Come see me after your interview. I have a humble gift for you and your police friends for keeping my business alive.
一瞬固まったな。
OCP funds you, but Becker is not your inside man. Who is?
You're not going to ask me how I'm settling in.
Answer me.
Places like this do me good. I even quit smoking, you know. The trick is to keep your hands busy.
拳から針みたいなのが出て PC に接続するシーン、今でも覚えてます。あれはそうですね、印象的ですよね。なんかね、ロボコップの装備を使うシーンとかって結構印象的なものが多いですよね、やっぱり。その針もね、ロボコップ1だとね、とどめの一撃になったシーンもあったりね。
All that matters to me is that your hands are finally cuffed.
Oh, that sense of justice is as strong as ever. That's you all over. Alex Murphy. You didn't expect to hear that name from me, did you? I used to think that erasing the memories of your past life would help you the way it helped me. Oh, but I was wrong. And I want to make it up to you by giving you that life back.
太ももから銃出たりね。ね、あれめちゃくちゃかっこいいですよね。なんかロボコップの象徴って感じですよね。太ももから銃取り出したり、収めるのも効果音も合わせてかっこいい。君に過去の記憶を与えたい。なんだろう。
I am here to enforce the law, not to play your games.
But you wouldn't mind a game of baseball with your son again. The new OCP project is what will make this possible for you.
Is that why you needed all those dead bodies?
I could tell you more if you promise not to stick your nose in.
I want details of the project and the names of those involved.
Seems our time is up. But I wouldn't want to leave you empty-handed. So let me at least give you this. The project's called Afterlife. Tread carefully. It's the last chance for you and your family to be together again.
どういうことだろう。 でも明らかになんか刑務所でなんか起こってるね。
We have to take the prisoner back to his cell. Looks like a full-blown riot is going down.
Whatever is going on, this slime is involved.
Could be, but now we have to focus on the other prisoners. They're armed and storming the warden's office. We need your help. Robo?
I will turn them to the path of reform.
武装した囚人。所長が危ないのか。どうやらなんかロボコップアレックス・マーフィーの過去をよく知ってるやつみたいだね。読んでる。これやばいな。囚人が武装してるってどういうこっちゃ。
Man, I can't take it. Easy. It's a nasty wound, but you'll be fine.
You mean the damn music?
These scumbags got into the armory and are now handing out heavy weapons like fucking hot dogs at a football game.
なるほどな。違法放送。放送を止めるか。いろいろあるぞ、目的は。近い方からやっていきたいかな。とりあえずなんだっけ、広いとこへってよ。どいつを撃てばいいんだ。銃を持ってるやつか。あ、銃を持ってる。ちょっと君、監視前に出るな。一掃してないけど、とりあえずあれだな、放送室のやつをどうにかするか。このゲームね、味方が強いんですよ。あれ、お邪魔します。やばいね、まあこの世の終わりみたいな場所だな。どこだ敵。お、降参してる。こっちかな。開いてないな。とりあえず進める方へ進んでいきましょうか。ガードポスト、監視室。何してんだこいつ。立てこもってたか。もらっとくか。うん。これわお。ちなみに頭が吹き飛んだり獅子が吹き飛んだりするので苦手な方お気をつけください。
I'm unarmed.
And now, anatomy corner. What does the heart of a snitch bitch look like?
Is it rotten? Is it black or stony? Come to the kitchen and check yourself. We got a good supply of snitches needing to be cut.
And we're giving out knives for free.
すごいな、もう急に、狙ったかのようなタイミングのこの暴動だもんな。放送室下かな。アカウンティングってなんだろう。背景とかだけど。キッチン。武器持ってるやつは撃っていいだろう。
get us out of here. We're fucking freezing.
You were in no hurry. Stupid guards. Hey, Tin Man. Are you working in prison now? And tell your fellow guards, they ain't getting our help no more.
こいつらはあれだね。いわゆる告発というか、チクリ屋って言われてるやつらだろうな。タカリ屋じゃねえな。ああ、なんか一周回ってきちゃったか。まあいいや。戻る。なんか、ちょっと、このステージは道に迷ってしまうかもしれない、私は。ね、違法放送をとりあえず止めたりとか。武器庫どこなんだろうな。武器庫が目標としては近いか。そっち行ってみようか。ああ、なんか、ああ、もう。通れない。ロボコップなら金網ぐらい打ち破れそうだけどな。なんだこれ。こっちから来たっけ。武器庫の話、あれ迷ってしまうな。トイレットペーパーめっちゃ投げられてる。なんか赤いのがある。上か。行ってみようか。この上から行けるところはあるかな。とりあえず脱獄してないやつは別に撃つ必要ないから別にいいんだが、違法放送この壁の向こう側っぽいんだよね。中入ってみるか。こっちだな。はい、没入。うわー、だまー。外した。あ、武器庫。オッケー、クリアしたね。これメインミッションが明確にある一方であれなんですよ、サブミッションみたいなのが結構たくさんあったりするから見逃すとね、ステージクリアした時の評価に結構影響しちゃうのでやっていきたいところですね。ウェンデルの告白、メインの方行きつつでいいかな。ちょっと待って、でもこれここは意味のないもうこれだけの場所か。 OK、 こっちがスローモーションしちゃった。なんもないか。そしたらやっぱさっきのキッチンの方がルートかな。この上はあいつらね、あいつらのとこ行きたいんだけど、でもあれ一周回ってきちゃったよな。途中なんか分岐ルートみたいなあったっけな。こっから出てきたんよね。ここで捉えられてたところを切ってびっくりした。不意打ちされた。トイレこの辺見てないか。見てなさそうな気がする。なんかある？武器持ってるやつは撃ちますわ、そりゃ。こっち側で合ってるかもしれんな。腕が できるだけ見落としないように。あ、ここが放送の場所か。オッケー。何これ。あ、はい。オッケー。これでメインミッションいけるな。よかったよかった。所長を助けねばならぬ。あ、おう。上に行くところ、まあ、あったな。あったあった。階段があったね。この上かな？ぽいな。素早いロボコップ。脅威だろうな、こんななんか撃っても撃っても倒せない警察官というか。敵も結構強いんだよね。なんか硬い。さあ、ここが目的地だ。よし。
Robocop, I owe you.
We have to stop these creeps from taking over the prison.
You bet we do.
Wendell has to be behind this. I need to find him.
I knew he was up to something. His cell is in Block B. And Robocop, give him my regards.
I will give him much more than that.
Call me on the radio if you need me.
所長は助けたぞ。
Sir, Block A is clean.
Good. Let's keep it that way.
刀相手以外なら無双してたイメージです。そうですね。刀にはなんか手切られたり結構ねやられてましたね。基本銃弾とかにはやっぱり強い。めちゃくちゃ強いね、ロボコップ。うわぁ、A ブロックえぐ。あ、生きてるか。お、でもあれか、監視が結構制圧したか。 A ブロックはこれから B ブロックに向かう感じだ。うん。
Whoa, it's not what I expected on my first day.
初出勤日でこんなことが大変だな。一応ね、今日はこのチャプター終わったら終わりにしようかなって思ってますので、9時過ぎとかに終わるかも。
We need to seal off this area. If you go further, you won't be able to turn back. So, do you want to proceed?
I am ready to proceed.
Okay then, good luck.
なんで戻ってこれないんだ。サイドミッション。あ、まあこれはクリアできたらって感じだな。
Glad you're here, Robocop. But I think I saw someone from the outside. Those couldn't have been prisoners. They were armed to the teeth.
いいね、今見たロボコップが銃をしまうモーション。いやー、分かってるよね。
Remember my promise? I've got a wife and kids, please. I promised you that one day I'd blow your head off.
Hornet 1 checking in. We're approaching the client. Affirmative. Robocop is still at the facility. There's no threat.
監視ごと撃ったな。また第三勢力か。胸熱っすね。胸熱っすよね。
I'm not fighting!
Robocop. New arrivals.
I saw them.
They must be the ones who released the prisoners.
The riots are a smokescreen for Wendell.
They're heading for his cell.
I am on my way there now.
ちゃんと銃を持ってる脅威だけあれだね、マーキングしてくれるのはさすがロボコップだね。無防備な囚人撃つわけにはいかんもんね。上か、どっちだろう。こっちから行ってみるか。あ、上に行くべきだったかな。敵が硬い。だがこっちも硬いぞ。まだいる？オッケー。
Wendell's cell is empty. Intruders beat me to it.
Robo, I'm just getting a signal that the hostiles were spotted moving towards the property store. Wendell included.
I will meet them there.
なんだ、ウォーキングトラッシュ缶を入れた V。 ロボコップはここで死ぬみたいなことを言ってますね。書いてる。ウォーキングトラッシュ缶だから歩くゴミ箱呼ばわり。なんだこれ、スモークだ。いや、硬いね。装備があるだけあるわ。装備が強いだけあって硬いね。後ろにもいるね。お、くらえ。さすがに痛いね。珍しい銃だなこれは G11 だね、多分。カッチカチやん。そうだねこんな銃まで出せた。まあ銃オタクというか銃マニアな人ならこれは見たことがあるでしょう。よくご存知でしょう。ロボコップね、シリーズ通して結構なんか銃への熱が強くって、いろんなね面白い銃が出てくれるゲームじゃない、映画でもある。マガジンがめちゃくちゃ変わってんだよな。マガジンがめちゃくちゃ変わってる理由はちゃんとあるんだが、びっくりした。
I swear, I didn't snitch on Soot. I mean, just think. Would I end up in jail if I did? Just let me go, please. I can't handle this much stress. It upsets my ulcers. Robocop? Robocop! Look what they did to me! All because I snitched on Soot for you!
助けてやるか。
You owe me! Don't pretend!
ゲーセンだ。
Quick! Before someone throws the switch!
しゃあない。逮捕してやろう。
Good, good. Not such a can-headed piece of shit after all. That's what the other inmates call you, but I don't. Not anymore, at least. Thank you.
垂れ込み屋なんですけどね。他の囚人というか犯罪者からは嫌われてる存在だ。 垂れ込みやなんかにならなきゃいけないのもそもそもね犯罪に手を染めてたからだっていう話っすよ。こっちなんかあるかな。あー、ここであれか、処刑を見る部屋だ。そんなねディテールがありますね、やっぱこのゲーム。これがやっぱ威力的には強いね。今めっちゃ適当に撃ったな。前が見えないで撃ったな。お、来るぞ。傭兵リーダー、勇猛果敢、敵の士気を上げる。あいつを優先して殺したいが。遮蔽物がないね。ああ、やめとこう。ロボコップ並みに硬いじゃん。ちょっとゴリ押しするには分が悪いかも。あれ、ここぶち抜けないか。回復が足りん。嘘だろこいつら。
Hey, buddy, you missed the kill. This whole rehearsal is a fucking mess. Tell them they need to get me out of this shithole.
あいつら疲れてる。やばいな、体力回復がないぞ。映画だと思ってんのかあいつら。あー、大変だ。大変だよ、回復がない。爆発物落ちてる。近づきたくないな。 OK。 体力ね、なんか20%以下になると 20% までは戻って踏みとどまってくれるような。あぶね。ちょっとあれだな、なんかスキル体力とか。これ全回復、徐々に回復できる。これ取っとこう。 OK、 今こそ使う時だ。お、実績解除された。スキルの一つを最大まで強化する。こういう実績あるんだね。いやーきつい。きついっていうか、まあバカみたいに突っ込んじゃった私が悪い。リカバリー、これも回復だね。今会話聞こえたけど、来月には電気輸送クリのやつを助けるかどうかって話だ。お、サイドミッションかな。
What is the situation here?
That guy's got a ticket for the mercy seat in a month, but he was shot, and it looks like justice will get him sooner. That's no reason to leave me here to die! I can't take him with me, and I'm not gonna stay here.
なんか悩ましいよねこれ。
Justice can only be served by executing court orders.
You're more human than this fucking jailer.
まあロボコップ散々打ってきたけど、ロボコップとしてはさっきみたいな判断するだろうなっていう感じだね。お、ロードが入ったな。 まだ戦闘。これをカバーに戦うか。基本ね、ハンドガンがやっぱ強いからこれだけで事足りるんだが、もういないか。でもね、結構銃がたくさんあるからそれも使わんと、なんかせっかくゲームやるからもったいない感もあってね、悩ましいんだよな。ショットガン使ってみよう。お、これはスパスですね。ショットガン使う広さじゃなかったな。ショットガンはなんか敵をノックバックというかダウンさせられるね。ちょっとやばいな。やばいね。上にいる、いるか。やばい、これはやばい。やばい。やばいやばい、死ぬ死ぬ。ああ、くそ。ああ、やられた。ちょっと突っ込みすぎたかな。もうちょい冷静にやるべきだった。こっから結構戻されたね。ちょっと先にあれか、ロボコップの性能マックスにしとこう。 OK。 はい。でちょっと待って、別のも見てみるか。走行、あ、走行もいるな。これあった方がいいな。結構大変ですね。そうですね、結構大変だけど、これは多分性能上げをサボってたツケが来てるかもしれない集中力、とりあえずこんなもんでやってみようかな。ロボコップもね、ただのイノシシみたいな戦い方じゃいけないですね。いけないんだな。スモーク越しはきついね。暗視で、あ、見えなくはないけど、あいつちょっと待って。どこが弱点なんだろう、あいつ。傭兵どもは硬いし強いな。まあ 75% まで回復するようにしたからあれだね、いいっちゃいいんだが、でっかいの来るよな。こんな悠長なリロードしてる場合じゃねえ。オッケー。ショットガンがさっき強かったですね。持ち帰っとこう。この 75% まで回復するのをちゃんと活用して、できるだけ回復使わんようにしておきたいね。いろいろなんかスキル使えるようになったね。スキル上げたおかげで。ここは同じ選択しておこう。
What is the situation here?
The guy's got a ticket for the mercy seat in a month, but he was shot, and it looks like justice will get him sooner. That's no reason to leave me here to die! I can't take him with me, and I'm not gonna stay here.
justice can only be served by executing court orders.
You're more human than this fucking jailer.
OK じゃあね、遠距離はこのハンドガンで、近距離はショットガンでダウン狙いでやったりしようかな。ここはとりあえず3人だったかな。OK! 無傷だ。いいね。一応いないよな。OK。上になんかカバーあるとこあればそこで迎撃しようか。ないねカバー。向こうか。雰囲気で撃ってみようか。当たらん。カバーあるのこの真ん中の通路ぐらいか。そんな甘いものはなかった。一応どうしようかな。なんかお前だよ。お前が一番。こいつどこが弱点なんだろうね。なんか士気を上げるやらないやらで、多分敵の攻撃力上げてんだろうな。お、大丈夫だ。こんだけ冷静にやればそりゃ大丈夫か。お、全滅かな。全滅です。やったぞ。ここからはまだ未知の領域だな。来たぜ。あと2人ぐらいおったよね。もう一人いるか。いなかったかな。似たような気がしたんだけど、気のせいか。訓練ディスク。ああ、スキルポイントがもらえた。なんかある。お、回復だ。ありがたい。またスモークの音だ。ああ、いるいる。硬いね、やっぱ。スモークにできるだけ入りたくないな。スモーク越しだとあれだね。トラッキングは効かないから。あー、暗い。よし。まだいるかな。一旦大丈夫か。ここなんかあんのかな。着替え。着替えだ。ドゥン。お、武器。アサルトライフルあるけど、今のこの装備があれだね。オールマイティーな感じするから、このまんまでいきましょう。こういうね、小部屋にもなんかたまに収集品とか落ちてたりするから、できるだけ見て。あ、いますね。回復おマックスになった。ここはあれか、確保できてんだね。ようやく 戦闘が落ち着いた。
Last week I finished organizing the stuff down here with a brand new system. And today, those fuckers showed up and messed everything up.
Where did they go?
To the parking lot. You have to bust them. I'll be cleaning this shit up until retirement.
せっかく綺麗に片付けたとここんなめちゃくちゃにされたら確かにもうブチギレるよね。お外へ向かいましょうか。
The scum's over there, hiding behind his bodyguards. You need to smoke him out.
ボディーガードの裏。またまあここから戦闘だ。お、右を選ぶぜ。なんか全然発揮できてないんだけどさ、あれ撃つとカンカンカンってなるじゃん。あれがね、反射して敵のを攻撃することができることとかあって、ロボコップ2でもちょっとあった戦闘ですよね。おち近づいてこい。今だ。へへへへ。やばい。車が一番強いぞ。これでボコボコにできるな。デザートイーグルかなんかかなこれ。あ、そうだね。一発。車を爆発物として使おう。これも爆発するんだろうきっと。ほらあいつ強っ。オート9よりデザートイーグルの方が強いですね、さすがに。えい、嘘。結構ねこのゲーム言い訳になるけどエイムがちょっと難しいんだ。いる。外側に持ち帰ろうか。おっ、びっくりした。幻覚か？
Can't you get it through that thick skeleton? You're supposed to stay away from my business if you want to get your past life back. How about we save part of that life right now? I sent some guns to the hospital to rectify my mistake and finish the job with your friend Lewis. But it was before we talked. I would have called off the hit, but I had to take care of you and your fellow guards. So, I guess it's over to you. And you better hurry.
ライターがなんかロボコップに影響を与えてるね。で、ルイスがやばい。
Casualties at Gibson Memorial Hospital. I need assistance. Possible hostiles in the vicinity.
やばいね。病院まで襲撃して。ウェンデルの目的は明確にはまだわからないな。ああ。でもオールドマンは多分移送されてるから犠牲にはなってないんだろうが。お、傭兵がやられてる。
Lewis.
I'm all right, Murphy. I'm all right.
さすがルイスさんやで。
Oh, thank God you're safe.
We've missed you, officer. How are you feeling?
A little banged up, but I've certainly been worse.
That Wendell guy needs to pay for what he did.
And he will.
But when? How many more innocent people have to get shot before that happens?
OCP doesn't have our back. We know that Wendell's working for him.
You know what we should do?
Don't even say it!
We should go on strike.
Yeah!
Sergeant, how can we go out on the streets knowing that the people who hire us are working against us?
Don't forget about the robots.
We will discuss this further, but first, Murphy, it's time for your evaluation.
評価と時間だ。何よりも重要なんだ。ルイ
I'll
ス
be
が
catching up on what's been going on, partner.
ルイスが戻った。よかったね。再編成大規模へ行く。ああ、どうしようかな。ここで
Oh my God, Lewis
まあ
is
終わるか。
back. Hey, Steph, how's my hair?
Looks like an elephant took a dump on an ostrich egg.
So, you also noticed the symmetry of my face?
Whatever, shithead.
どうしようかな。もうちょっとやりたい気持ちもあるな。もう1チャプターだけちょっとやろうと思います。ここで評価の時間だけど。あ、すいません。もう1チャプターやろうと思います。ごめんなさい。
Robocop, please have a seat.
平日そんなやれる時間ないんだが。あれだね。ああ、なんか操作がやっぱいろいろあるな。ウェンデルに関するメモを発見した。ああ、見落としたものが結構ありますね。評価 B だ。ちょっとね、ルイスがせっかく戻ってきたから。
Where is Dr. Blanche? I am supposed to undergo an evaluation.
Oh, right. She called. Said that she wouldn't be able to make it today. Actually, she wanted you to call her. She seemed distressed.
Antonowski escapes from a high-security prison. Now the cops are thinking about going on strike. What happens if some dangerous criminal breaks out from the cells downstairs?
Pray that Robocop is around.
ね、見てくれてる人も多分都合いろいろあるだろうからあれですが、申し訳ないがもうちょっと私はもう1チャプター分やろうと思います。よければお付き合いください。ドクター・ブランチ、さっきの評価の際に心理面のいろいろやってくれてる学者、心理学者みたいな人が来なくて電話をかけるって感じだ。
Dr. Blanche.
Thank you for returning my call. I don't know what to do, who to trust.
What seems to be the problem?
My research that I was conducting on you, it's gone. All the data that I collected is missing from the precinct. If someone felt comfortable stealing my computer, they may come after me once they realize that most of my records are on paper. OCP has been adamant about me keeping all the records on my computer, but I don't trust technology and I don't trust OCP. I keep most of my records with me in my notebook. I don't know who to turn to, except you.
Where are you now?
Home.
You are not safe there. Meet me at the Star Motel.
Yes, I know the place. I'll meet you there. Thank you.
うん。ロボコップの記録が盗まれたのか。
I demand justice. I'm not leaving here till I know what happened.
Sir, can you please calm down?
I'm a respectable citizen. I won't be treated like this.
Murphy, you busy?
なんかサブミッションだな。
This guy's really a handful. Do you mind taking over?
Hey, don't talk about me like I'm some kind of problem. The real problem is that one of you ignored my call for help.
Sir, none of our dispatchers would do such a thing as receive a call and not act upon it.
So maybe the next thing you're gonna tell me is that I wrecked my own fish shop.
Plenty of people attempt insurance fraud.
How dare you? My family has been serving that neighborhood for generations. You should know that I have many offers to buy out the shop. But I would never sell out to OCP, unlike you lot. I need to speak eye to eye with the man who ignored my call this afternoon.
Just a moment, sir. Murphy, I think it's your new buddy who's been on dispatch duty today. Could you check this matter with him?
通報を無視されたのか。そりゃ怒るよね。で、無視したであろう人が
Something's going down in the locker room. Let's check it out.
えあっちか。インタビューの依頼。エステベス様。お。引き抜きじゃないけど、あれか。転職しようとしてるんだな。そんな紙デスクにほっぽり出しておくなよ。
It was you sitting on your ass in dispatch when my cousin called the police. He got shot because no officer showed up.
It appears there's a technical problem. I reported it to OCP.
You see? He said it himself. That little snitch reports everything to OCP to undermine our efforts.
That's not right. I answer all...
Yes, it's not right, and you'll answer for that. Put him up.
I ain't gonna fight you. We're police officers.
No, you got that all wrong. You never were and never will be part of this team, because you're not a real cop. You may fool some of us, but I can smell a rat a mile away.
無視は良くないね。なんだろう、ちょっと何とも言えないな。何があったのか聞いてみたいな。
Attacking a fellow officer is a violation of the law. I will not allow it.
Of course you won't. You're both OCP's puppets covering for each other. This is bullshit!
Come on, Steph. Let's just go.
Whatever, man.
Your stress level appears to be high. I recommend using a health pack.
I'm guessing you're not here just to check my vitals. Can I help?
There has been a complaint about police ignoring calls.
You mean other than this one? I had a feeling something was wrong with the switchboard. Can you meet me in the dispatch room? I want to show you what I mean. I think the problem started when OCP brought new equipment in. I mentioned to the technicians that I thought something was wrong with this switchboard, but they said not to fuss, as this stuff is top of the line. Maybe you could have a look at it?
なんか通信機器が不具合を起こしてんのかな。不正な改造を検知。入力パネルは正常に作動してる。勝手に操作してっちゃうよ。 コントロールパネル異常なし。モニター正常。え、あとなんだろう。え、あとなんだろう。なんだ？
You found something?
This cable looks out of place. I will see where it leads.
ケーブル、これか。この赤、青、赤緑のやつ。これか、このケーブルか。どこに繋がってんだ？この緑でハイライトされてるやつだけど、オンにする。
Elise, what's the emergency?
Hello? I just called, and I believe someone hung up on...
Okay, just remain calm. Officers are on their way and we'll be with you shortly.
I haven't even finished my last sentence, and you...
Thank you for contacting the police. Stay safe.
ああ、これが勝手に応答してたのか。なるほど。
So, any luck finding what's wrong with it?
The switchboard has been tampered with. Calls are being patched through to a concealed answering machine.
That's seriously messed up. But it's definitely not all the calls. I've been receiving a pretty decent share of them. But have a look at this. I marked the map with all the calls I've answered this week.
One entire district seems to be completely empty.
Yeah, and it's that rundown neighborhood. We need to find out what's going on over there.
An opportunity presented itself. There is a victim from there awaiting an apology.
Okay, let me take care of that. I'll tell you what I find once I'm done. I can't undo the injustice you suffered, but I want to make it right. I'd like to start by visiting your store. Maybe I could take your statement there so I don't keep you here any longer.
Finally, someone who's hearing me out. I want to see you by the end of the day. Otherwise, this matter goes straight to Mayor Kuzak.
Once I finish my dispatch duty, I'll come right over.
Good. Good. I can take my leave now.
It's the perfect opportunity to check out the area and learn what the locals know, don't you think?
I agree.
If you're not busy with your other duties, maybe you could join me there?
あれか、不正な改造があって、ワシントンは、ユリシーズ・ワシントンは、あれだね。なんか、正確にちゃんと連絡を受けられなかったって状態だったんだ。次、再編成っていうのがメインミッションで、これはあれか、ちょっと待ってよ。先にサブミッションやっておきたいな。だけどこれ出てって大丈夫なのかな。ああ、はいはい。あれだね。メインミッションで達成したらどっちに外に出ることになるから、メインミッションのついでにサブミッションやることになるだろう、きっと。おお。
Murphy, you're here. Let's start with what you found out at that prison.
I will show you somewhere private.
I think I've got the place.
Oh, これだ。
The new OCP project is what will make this possible for you. But I wouldn't want to leave you empty-handed. So let me at least give you this. The project's called Afterlife.
Afterlife? So someone in OCP is working with Wendell on another big project?
If not Becker, then who?
Sorry to disappoint you all, you ungrateful fucks. You didn't think I'd find you here, did you? Since I'm already here, entertain me. If I'm no longer your suspect, then who is?
I mean, we're all thinking it, so I might as well say it. What if it's the old man?
Ha! You've got some balls to even mention something like that. Nevertheless, good luck. Even if it's true, he's untouchable. Unlike you, I've got some work to do. Final preparations before the expo. So wish me luck.
Good luck.
Becker's right. We can't just go on accusing people without proof. What else is there?
Seems that Wendell found himself another gang to work for him.
What do we know about them?
Guns for hire. He's paying a lot for their services. They're supposed to be very computer savvy, real high-tech shit.
Dr. Blanche mentioned her computer was hacked.
Then I think we found ourselves a new lead.
Murphy, I want you to pursue this.
I will pay Dr. Blanche a visit.
All right, everyone dismissed.
Can't wait to go back out there, partner.
You're not going anywhere.
But Sarge!
I need you here. That's the end of the discussion.
さあ、お外に行きましょう。ただ、あれだな。ベッカーは正式に、手を引いてるやつじゃないと分かったって感じだ。
The governor of Wyoming reconnected the water supply in his state after it was examined that the likelihood of death after drinking it dropped to a safe 6%. The water was shut off in the first place due to a dangerous leak from the Yellowstone National Park factory.
Murphy, Mayor Cusack wants to talk to you. He's waiting in Reed's office.
お、なるほどね。オフィス？キューザクと話すか。水道水での致死率が 6% になったら安全域だって。100人のうち6人が死ぬ水道水って別に嫌だよな。
You called?
I did, Frankenstein. I hate to sound like a broken record, but the election is days away. The future of this city is at risk. That's why I wanted to be blunt with you. I want your support. Just tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. Is it money? Do you want me to pay you?
I will remind you, Mr. Mayor, that bribing voters is illegal.
But if that's what it takes, you know as well as I that we can't have OCP rule this city. I may have overheard that there are some serious accusations pointed at the old man himself. What more do you need to know to support me?
I will think about it.
Sure. Take your time, but not too much time. The election is in 2 days.
指示したんかな。そこそこの毒薬ね。そこそこだよね。
We're killing
6%
ourselves to put those bastards behind bars, and the next thing you know, they're back on the streets. Why even bother?
Don't get yourself down. Nothing really changes. We're still gonna be chasing after the bad guys.
Now that Becker has his robots, do you really think so? You better stop being so naive and join the strike.
さあ、ついに外に行こう。あれですね、チャプター1個多くやるのでね、ちょっとまだもしかしたら1時間ぐらいかかるかもだけど、見てる方もね、ご自身のあれ予定とかあるだろうから、ご無理なさらずに見ていただければと思います。ただお付き合いいただければありがたいぜ。リスペ作業しながら見てます。お、それはいいですね。そう、ながら見してくれるのも嬉しい。なんかね、こういうやりたいゲームはなんか乗ってる時はちょっとね、できるだけ続けたい、やりたい気持ちがあるから。それでロボコップの配信はね、なかなかいつもやってるゲーム配信より長めにずっとやってるって感じですね。背景がバグっている。バグってるぜ。あ、戻った。
Are you on your way to see Dr. Blanche?
Yes. Let us hope I will not be slowed down by another cheering crowd.
So, the preparations for the election are in full swing, huh?
Fortunately, I am just by the hotel.
Good. Keep me posted.
結構最近のゲームってあれだね、 必要スペックで SSD を要求するものがあったりして、今みたいな読み込みの加減とかも関連するから。で、私ロボコップ今ハードディスクに入れちゃってるから、それが原因でさっきみたいなことが起きたかもしれない。さすがに車が空を飛ぶ世界観ではなかったはずですね。ないです。飛んじゃってたね。これはサブミッションがアンノン立ち込めるが先ですね。こっち先やっていこうか。街のパートはね、結構、この副目標、読み込み。副目標があるのと、あと、あれですね、街の違反行為を取り締まるのがまた時間かかるのでね、ちょっと長丁場になるかも。
Just look at that.
Murphy, good to see you. Multiple armed suspects have taken over the store. We gotta be careful. They got the owner inside.
I am going in.
You need backup.
Remember your field training, Officer Washington.
I won't let you down.
You guys go ahead. I'll secure the perimeter.
立てこもりか。
Oh, it's the mayor's poster. Maybe he actually knows him.
あ、魚屋じゃん。例の。
Let's get him! You're something else. You really know your stuff. Let's get him!
まあ、ただの強盗とかは装備がまだ弱いから簡単だな。
They stand no chance against you.
突入する。
Kill that freak! Shot me. That'll teach him a lesson.
戦闘中はあんま喋れないな。
You wrecked my shop. Oh God, what will my father say? And the fish. Oh, the fish are gonna go bad. Oh, quit your whining, Pops. It's not like anyone can smell the difference.
介入する。もちろん。
Open the door and come out with your hands up.
Oh, shit, that's Robocop. Listen, you and your friends got it all wrong. You're not supposed to be here, pal. OCP doesn't butt into this hood's business. And you're police on OCP's money, so you better scram if you don't want trouble.
What I want is not important. What I need is your surrender.
Well, how about batteries, huh? I'm sure you need those to stick them up your ass to keep that freak show running. I've got a hostage here, and I'll blow his fucking brains out if you try anything stupid.
Break the door. He's reloading.
Who's that?
やっちゃった。
There ain't an ounce of respect in those perps. There's nothing sacred to OCP. But I was wrong about you. You definitely more human than any of them OCP hyenas.
That was intense.
Good job, Officer Washington.
Thank you, Robo.
よかったねって感じだけど。ぐっちゃーなっちゃったね、あんたの。もう店が銃弾と死体だらけになっちまったね。最悪だね。じゃあここでの騒動は多分これで終わりか。外出るか。なんか毎度毎度思うけどあれだね、語話表現がね、グロ表現がなかなかあれですね。まあグロっていうよりはスプラッターみたいな表現だけど凄まじいですね。
Hey, Washington. That sounded like a proper gunfight. So how come you're still in one piece?
I had a partner who had my back.
Keep it up and I might just change my mind about you. I'll wrap this up, Robo. You can head back to the precinct.
OK、サブ目標の一つを達成した。次は、まだいっぱいあるが、これは、あれですね、市民への奉仕は、なんだっけ、違反行為の取り締まり、駐車違反とか、あと、壁、ポスターへの落書きとか、そういう系を取り締まる系だ。あら。葬儀屋と掃除屋もついでに読んでおくんだったぜ。はっはっはっは。アメリカンジョークだな。ウエスタンだな、それは。ホテルはなんだっけ、なんか、今メイン目標なんだったっけ。なんか見落としちゃってたな。ドクターと話すのか。
With all those colorful flags and balloons, any other cat would be in seventh heaven. Maybe you're more like me, and you get a headache just thinking about politics.
なんか猫、毛がすごくないこれ。どうなってんの？顔と顔以外の毛の感じ違くない？毛羽立ちすぎじゃん？余計なコメント読んでるから書いたんだもの、コメント書かれたんだもの。
You're way too early. The bachelorette party starts at 8.
I am here to meet with Olivia Blanche. What room is she in?
This is a by-the-hour hotel. People don't usually give names.
Dr. Blanche is in her 50s, bright long hair, possibly tied into a ponytail.
I gotcha. It's that classy lady. She's staying in room 405.
Thank you, citizen.
So, you aren't the real Robocop? Listen, if your mature lady won't be able to satisfy you, I'm sure I'll find someone younger that would be happy to help.
たまにね、あるよね。なんか女子会にがたいのいい警察官とかを呼んで、ね、ダンスしてもらったりっていうのが、向こうにはそういう文化があるらしいぞ。映画で見た知識だ。
It's you. Thank you for coming over. Do you really think I'm in danger?
Not as long as I am here.
50代にしては若く見えるよね、この人。
Tell me what happened again.
Someone stole my work computer from the precinct. But the only thing of value are my research notes. Your evaluation especially.
Does anyone else know about your research?
OCP requested confidentiality, so they're the only ones who know about it. You don't think the old man has anything to do with it, do you?
Did you notice anyone suspicious at the crime scene?
No. But after a recent hacking attempt, Engineer Morgan fitted my work computer with a tracking device. You could download its last coordinates from my private computer. It's right there on the desk. Maybe this will help you find the culprit.
I will find them, and they will pay.
Actually, even if those thieves were after my research, they'd be disappointed. I keep most of my notes on paper, including my conclusion. I know the whole process wasn't easy for either of us, but I'm sure you felt there was progress. How do you feel about doing the final session now?
最後のカウンセリング、受けてみるか。警察になると聞かれるんですかね。ダンスできますって。どうなんだろうね。こういうことで呼ばれることあるんだけど、君ダンスできるって面接とかで聞かれるのかな。やだな、それ前提の職務は。まあ、せっかくだからカウンセリング受けてみるか。
I promised to adhere to our working relationship.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. You agreed to a non-compulsory evaluation. Does that mean you felt our sessions are helpful?
役立ったかどうかはなんか何とも言えないですよね。
I promised to stick to it.
A lot has changed since we started. Do you remember how you perceived yourself back then?
自分のことをどう思っていたか。まあ、これだろうな。
I was struggling to comprehend my own existence.
That is correct. But since then, did you have a change of heart? How do you consider yourself now?
自分のことをどう思ってる？もはやわからないかな。
I do not know what I am.
I can understand why you still find this confusing. Through our time together, I've learned a lot about you. And one thing I know for sure is that you're not some kind of soulless OCP robot.
Why do you think so?
Could a machine create a real bond of friendship such as you and Officer Lewis have? Do you think a machine would bother to help a drug addict believe that there is a place for him in our society? Do you think a machine could teach a newly appointed officer what it means to be a real policeman? Or bring comfort to a suffering old man?
Would an actual person glitch?
We should make a clear distinction. These so-called glitches are your memories. It seems to me that they manifest themselves in unusual ways because they are trying to get through a mechanical barrier. But as memories in the past make up everyone's personality, those memories make you who you are as well. This is what makes you different from a machine. You should not fear them, but embrace them.
But there is also the other kind.
And that worries me. But the malfunctions you're referring to seem to be strictly technological. I'm afraid someone is using your mechanical side to mess with your psyche. They would be more successful if it wasn't for your human side. And no wonder. It's probably your strong will that allowed you to bear the extraordinary burdens. And it's also what's been protecting you from totally malfunctioning. I don't know a single person who could endure that. So if this evaluation was to determine whether you're human or not, my answer is you're not just a human, but an exceptional one, Alex Murphy. Don't you ever forget that, unless you want to have me on your case again.
I will try. Thank you, Doctor.
Use my computer to download the coordinates of the tracking device. It's right there on the desk.
なんかこの心理評価がもう終わったから、あれかな？今日配信終わっちゃうかもしれないな、これ。もう終わりに向かってるね。タグついてる。
I have the coordinates.
Hello, Dr. Blanche. I got a special delivery for you.
But I haven't ordered anything.
I only need your signature. Can you please open the door?
Oh!
だと思った。
Robocop is guarding the target.
そんなことだろうと思ったわ。
Hand compromise! Engaging the enemy.
Were they here to kill me?
We need to move. Lewis, there was an attempt on Dr. Blanche's life.
Is she okay?
Yes, but she will need an escort.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
いやー、佳境ですね。
ブラヘッ
当たらず。椅子ぶん投げてやろう。あんな装備してるやつらにこんなの食らうのかわからんけど。食らえ。おお、一撃。銃より強いぞ。
We need to move.
Is this really about the research?
I will figure that out.
We got visuals on the...
銃より強い。
Follow me.
Can we rest for a moment?
No, we should not stop.
It's a dead end. We need to look for another way.
I will make a way.
I don't know how you're thinking of making a way, but you better hurry. This room is getting awfully hot.
前が見えないな。嫌な予感がするぞ。回復が置いてあるんだって。
We're moving forward. That's good. Concentrate on the positive, Olivia.
This
heat is just too much.
We must keep going.
猫。
We cannot go through. Fire is blocking the way.
わお。猫を救出する、そんな。今ね、実績が解除された。猫を救出するってのが。なんで猫ってあんな、どうやって入ったんだみたいな場所に入り込んじゃう。先行くんかい。もう外か。
Grumpy! Thank you so much. The sprinklers aren't working.
なるほど。スプリンクラーが作動しないってことはなんかあれだね、仕組まれたというか仕込んでる突発的ななんかじゃなさそう。あっちゃーまだ生きてる。あ、このバルブ閉じられてたんだ。
Here's someone's footsteps upstairs.
I will make a way.
Oh. 今のが最後だ。
Follow me.
Oh wow! I've seen messes here before, but not quite like this.
We've made it. Oh, thank God. But what should we do now?
My partner is going to take you to someplace safe. I will find the guilty party using your computer's coordinates.
いや、大変だった。火事まで起こされるなんてな。もう完全になんかこの建物ごと。
Finally starting to understand. The shooting, the blood, seeing it firsthand, it puts everything into perspective. What I think I'm trying to say is, thank you.
My duty, madam.
So what now, Murphy?
I will follow the signal to track the doctor's computer. You will keep her safe.
Safe from what exactly? Who were those guys?
Mercenaries on Wendell's payroll.
The same ones that paid me a visit at the hospital? Wendell should be grateful. You keep reducing his overhead.
I am expecting a huge payoff.
I hear that.
ウイセに預けたら安心だね。チュートリアルシステム信号追跡。ターゲットの具体的な居場所を追跡するには波動の信号強度インジケーターを使用する。おう。右上のか。じゃあこれ信号たどりつつあれだね。街の違反行為とかちょっと見ていこうか。あ、信号はこっち行くと下がるからこっち方面ってことだな。結構あれだね、道が塞がれてたりするけど、でもいや自由に行けるわ。結構あんま自由に いけないかもなって思ってたけど、そんなことなかったね。信号強度の方。
116, 117, 118. Huh? Have I counted 118 yet? Oh man! I need to count how many people we must pay to clap, and because of you, I have to start over.
ごめんね。怒られた。お、なんか見えた気がした。あのトラックのあたり。ああ、オイル漏れかな。信号めちゃくちゃ強くなってる。こっち方面か。
Okay, Murphy. So where are you headed now?
I am following the signal from the doctor's computer.
That's handy. You're gonna keep me posted if you find anything, won't you?
Affirmative. Murphy, out.
I hate when you do that. Loose out.
はい。オイル漏れ。こっち方面か。あれだね、でもうっかりメインミッションの方行っちゃってサブミッション達成しないままクリアしちゃったら悲しいから、ちょっと慎重に行こうか。こっち方面だね。でも信号は。
Your arguments against voting are baseless. As residents of this city, you have an obligation.
Get lost, kiddo. I don't want them to unsuspend my sentence for beating up a snot like you.
いや、ガキぶん殴ったらそれはいかんよ。信号はこっちだな。この辺だ。ちょっと離れてる。こっち側？あれ？離れてるな。この上か？あ、この建物かもな。
Need some rubble?
No, but it might be covering something that I am looking for.
It will be like searching for a needle in a haystack unless you have some kind of X-ray vision.
これだな。ちょっと待って。あ、これか。砂利が詰まったコンテナ。
Any joy?
I need to see what is underneath.
Then you'll have to wait. There'll be a truck to move it in an hour or two. It's not like you can move the whole thing anyway. You're not a finicking train, are you?
I am much more than that.
ゴミコンテナを移動させる。4トンを移動できんのか。
Shit! You're like a freaking bulldozer. Is that what you were looking for? A manhole cover?
I need to get underground.
Well, not through there, you ain't. If the sewers are what you're after, then you should use the entrance behind the mark, just under the overpass.
Thank you, citizen.
なるほど。下水道に入ると戻ってこれないかもしれないな。先にあれ、サブ目標、市民への奉仕探していこうか。違反行為3つか。この町広いのよね。今市民への奉仕3って書かれてる通り、この違反行為を見つけるサブミッション3回目なんだけど、その前2回がどっちも5個とか6個とかであったんだけど、なんか最後の1個見つけるのめっちゃ時間かかったりして、5、6個でもなんか探すの大変なのに、3つしかないってなるとなんかどうなんだろう。簡単なのかな。もっと大変なんじゃないか。なんかマーカーがあるな。あれか。パトカーだな。でもまああれか。そんなになんというかめちゃくちゃなところには違反行為置かれてないんだろうけど、どうなんだろう。自信はないぞ。スターモーテル、ギャングのブツ。でもあれよね、なんか勝手なこうあってくれっていう希望を言うと、これまでのねストーリーの行くまでの場所、行くまでの道にそういう目標とか置いてくれるだろうっていう期待があるから、まずはまあこの辺通るだろうなってところを見ていってみようか。
Sure, you can work your ass off every day, but...
You want to sit on your ass while you're on the job? Fine. But for God's sake, just shut up.
結構ね、なんか前2回は両方この公園と海沿いにありましたね。今回なんか街が昼間だから探すの大変かもしれん。緑色にハイライトしてくれるとはいえ、いい方向多い。お、なんか緑色あるね。お、あ、街での飲酒です。違法らしいぞ。
Drinking in a public place is against the law.
I'm not drinking. I'm drunk already. And I am home.
うん、まあこれは警告で済ませておこうかな。
I will not issue a ticket. However, I recommend enrolling in the homeless help program.
I'm not homeless, so get out of my house.
OK。あと1個。近くにあるといいな。前はね、これ探すために30分ぐらい時間かけたんかな。結構ね、虚無な時間を過ごしてしまったのでね。近くにあると嬉しいんだが。まあでもあれか。今の飲酒のやつ、意外とこのストーリーの順路の通路の途中にあったから、この辺で期待していいかもしれんな。30分は辛いです。うん、辛かったですね。ちょっと長えよって思っちゃったから。こういうなんか収集物、ゲームでよくあるけど、正直私そんな好きじゃなくてね、収集系は。なんだけどね、なんかこれに関しては、ちょっとやっておきたいんだよね。これぐらいは。何かな。あとは、あの上登ってみるか。オイル漏れと飲酒と、あとはあるとしたら駐車違反。登れないっけ？登れるね。駐車違反か、ポスターに落書きか。こんな昼間から落書きなんかしないだろうな。前はここからね、クビになった会社の機密資料とかばらまいてる人がいたよ。ないね。あそこもはしごあるね。登ってみよう。まあこういうのはもうきっと攻略情報としてネットには載ってるんだろうが、まあ、できるだけ見つけたいよね、自分で。このはしご登ってみるか。周囲にはないかな。うん、このはしごロボコップの重さに耐えられるのマジすごいよな。ここもないか。うん。あの丸はパトカーだね。コンビニ入ってみる。
If Mills wins, I'll have to close up the store.
うん。デルタシティ計画はね、町の人のこの辺に住んでる人みんな立ち退いてもらって、 そこに街を建てるっていう計画だから、ジョン・ミルズが勝つとその計画が実行されるってことだ。
I'd be letting my father down if I didn't, sir.
Your father must be proud of you.
これあれだ、殺された警官の息子だ、ブリックス。いや辛いな。ロボコップはまあ犯罪と戦う街が舞台っていう都合上ね、辛い部分も結構あるんだよね。ロボコップザ・ライタス。ライタスは多分正義とかそういう意味だと思う。正義のロボコップって感じだろう。なんかパトカーあるね。ちょっと待って。これあれか、さっきいろいろやった場所か。あと1個が見つからねえよ。違法行為あってくれ。前はね、最後の1個が見つかったのが、さっき海沿いの公園あったじゃないですか。あそこにね、噴水があって、噴水の縁に警告文が書いてあって、噴水に侵入しないでくださいっていう警告文のすぐ横で足を水に入れてる人がいて、それが違反行為だった。それぐらいよくねって思ってたから見落としてた。
Medical errors happen. According to one study, they are the number one killer among all demographics, and that is unacceptable.
緑でハイライトされるものを探すよりは、なんか目に見えて違法行為だろうなってものを見つける方が、もしかしたら見ようとする方がもしかしたらいいかもしれんがね。もうこんな遠くまで来たけどなんもねえわ。あと1個なんだよな。ないか。違法行為を見つけねばならぬよ。違法行為を見つけるためにもっと大きな犯罪を今見落とそうとしてる。後回しにしている。なんもないか。なんかないか。なんかないか。君らが今互いにぶん殴り合って、それを止めれば違反行為を止めたってことにならんか。駐車場じゃない、ガソリンスタンドでね、前この辺でタバコ吸ってる人もおったりした。くそ、あと1個が見当たらねえ。マジで。
I didn't know you were involved in politics. I don't give a shit about elections, but they give free food for handing out flyers.
食べ物はね、直近の問題だもんな。そう、この街本当に治安悪くて、主にもともと治安悪いんだろうけど、オムニ社のせいでもあってね。もともとはなんか財政破綻同然みたいな状態なところをオムニ社がもう市を丸ごと買うような感じで、警察を支配下に置いて、でそれがこの ありさまって感じですね。ないんか、なんか。
You disappointed me, Robo. The police should not get involved in politics.
関与してなくない？もうなんか心が折れそうだぞ。先進みてー。
Shh! He can hear you. Let him hear. They're fixing it with my tax money, and he's still sticking with that Mills bastard.
ミルズの野郎を別に応援してないんだけどな。この辺はしごには登ったけど、通りはそんな見てなかったかもしれんな。なんかないか。駐車違反ぐらい。あ、なんか見えるぞ。なんか見える。なんだ？
Hey, Robo, could you help us? We're in quite a pickle.
あ、なんすか？
We have here a dead campaign manager from Mills's office.
This case is urgent, but we can't get inside the vehicle to examine the corpse.
For some reason, the car is electrified. Now that everyone's on strike, there's no one to take care of it, and I don't want to end up like a well-done steak.
I am glad to be of help.
And if you can look around for clues afterward, you never can tell with the electricity.
感電してる。思いっきりさっきここ来たのに見落としたね、さっき。
Bulbs are burnt out. Something must have caused a short circuit.
なんか車が帯電してるようだ。
I assume a failure of the Magnavolt system. I will look into it.
And if it wasn't for that, we'd have probably found the car on bricks and him in just his boxers.
I wouldn't be so optimistic.
マグナボルトはなんか車の警備システムで、あれですね、車泥棒がこの運転席に乗ったところを感電死させるみたいなすごいシステムだ。
Magnavolt is deactivated. It is now safe to investigate the car.
Great. But if you could take a look inside, just in case.
Gladly.
運転席側か？なんか助手席になんか落ちてるけどな。あれなんだろ
う？ There is an earring on the front seat.
Could be helpful if we find out who it belongs to.
ああ、首。
The victim was strangled. The rope was tied with a sailor's knot.
Not everyone can tie something like that.
The deceased is holding the phone. The last number dialed is described as the office.
Was he calling his own office during the murder?
The phone, the
Certainly
earring, and a
worth checking.
sailor's knot. That's something to go on.
And the place itself is interesting. Less than 100 yards from the victim's office. I wonder why he stopped here.
I will go to the office to see if the victim left a message.
It's near the cinema on the 3rd floor. We need to finish here before we can join you.
車上荒らしに感電を覚悟させなきゃいけないぐらい治安が悪い。そうなんですよね。めちゃくちゃ治安が悪い。
Were there any witnesses?
There's that homeless guy across the street. He warned us about the current. He probably tried to steal something from the car. But it's hard to get anything out of him. His hand is fried, but he says he doesn't want an ambulance. Says he can't afford it.
あっちだとね、救急車無料じゃないもんな。こっちも無料ではないんだっけ？ちょっと払わんといかんのかな？
Why would OCP get involved in this case?
Not following politics, huh? The guy was Mills' campaign manager. OCP will do anything to get Mills elected.
Yeah, if everyone hadn't been on strike, they would have brought the whole station down here.
なるほど。
Why did you not join the strike?
I owe Reed a favor.
And you're too close to retirement to risk it.
But there's nothing keeping you here, Officer O'Neill, apart from making my life less bearable.
Well, somebody's gotta watch your clumsy ass.
I will let you know if I find anything in that office.
We'll meet you there, and maybe we'll grab a burger on the way.
Not on my watch.
Hey, I thought we were partners.
うん。目撃者はあれかなんかいるらしいけど、この人か。話聞いてみるか。
Like I told those cops, no ambulance. Just leave me be.
You tried to rob a corpse.
Now I am truly offended. Without me, these cops would have turned to ash. I should get a medal for it or something.
You avoided death. Take it as a sign to change your life. Start by helping me with this investigation.
Damn, are you a preacher in your spare time or something? We can talk. Just quit bugging me with your conversion bullshit.
What do you know about that car?
I know the guy who owns it. I mean, I knew him. He always stopped here to pick up this blonde gal. Real peach, I'm telling you. High class.
Describe the woman.
She likes jewelry, but she's not covered with it like a Christmas tree. She knows how to wear it. That much I can say.
ブロンドの女性がと、まあいつもここで会ってたのか。じゃあ事務所に向かってみよう。いや、これも今このサブミッションもあれだね。街探索してなければ見落としてたな。あれこっちで合ってるよな。え？あ、寝てたんか。死んでんのかと思った。
The long-awaited execution of the war criminal Ernesto de la Diego ended in failure when his military supporters, Red Rat, staged a bloody protest. Ernesto was acquitted to prevent further
事
bloodshed.
務所は3階。
On, please. Damn lock.
誰だ？
May I help you, officer?
I want to speak with someone from Simon Page's office.
Then you're in the right place. Agatha Crane, Simon's assistant. But I'm afraid we have to wait for Mr. Page if we want to go in.
Why?
A keycard issue. I have to recode them every week because Mr. Page has a thing about security. But sometimes newly encoded cards don't work. I call them unpredictable little things. They can ruin even the best schedule.
Mr. Page was murdered last night.
What? Oh God. That makes my schedule irrelevant.
Were you or anyone else in the office yesterday after Mr. Page left?
No. Mr. Page always stays late, and just the two of us work here.
Allow me to check the phones. Mr. Page called the office during his murder.
Of course. But first we need to get inside. Maybe you could help with the door.
完璧なスケジュールが。スケジュールばっか気にしてる。なんてやつだ。
Follow me.
All calls go through my phone. It's on the desk on the right.
なるほど。秘書だ。スピーチメモ。デルタシティの正しさ。汚く見せる。オールドデトロイトを汚く見せる。デルタシティのアイディアを売り込む。ミレズを第2項へとつなげ、キザクを第1項へとつなげ。ああ。なるほどね。いかにこの街を改造しなければな。近いな。なんだろう。船だ。
Did Mr. Page like to sail?
It was one of his hobbies. I don't know who he sailed with, though. He kept me out of his private life.
なるほど。だっけ。 結び目がね、船乗り特有のだったから。
Organ selling and other ideas for making money?
The books were bought for show. Visitors don't look too closely, and making an impression is all that matters. Mr. Page's words.
本当か？デスクを操作。
Receipts for gifts that Mr. Page gave during business meetings.
レシート？
Mr. Page's private schedule. Some of his meetings were so secret that he arranged them for himself. I didn't even know about them.
プライベートなことはでも、確かにわからんよな。
Mr. Page's computer. I don't have access to it.
パスワードなんでしょう。
Did you find any leads? You know, perhaps you should check out Mayor Kuzak's team, as the death of Mr. Page plays into their hands.
According to his schedule, Mr. Page often met with a person marked as G. In fact, they met yesterday.
Oh, God. Could he be the murderer?
Do you know who that might be?
As I said, Mr. Page had a thing about secrecy. I wasn't allowed to view his private schedule, so I don't know all the people listed there.
What about his receipts? There was one for earrings. Who were they for?
For Gloria. Oh, God. G.
Gloria who?
Gloria Lindbergh, from Kuzak's campaign office. Mr. Page wanted her to change sides.
Do you know where she lives?
It's just a short walk from here. An apartment opposite the basketball court. I don't know the exact address.
おお。グロリアがあれだね、ブロンドだったらもうほぼ確実だが、なんかこっち行けるな。聞いとけ。トイレでした。
What'd you find out?
We have a suspect. I am on my way to question her. In the office, there is an assistant of the deceased.
I'll keep an eye on this place till you get back. Kurtz will be here in a minute. He just went to get us a couple burgers.
なるほど。腹は減るもんだ。グロリア、なんか敵対する、なんだっけ、選挙のライバルの事務所のやつとつながってて、こっちに引き抜こうとしてたのか。なんか何かがこじれて、あれかな、殺す羽目になっちゃったか。こっち取り抜けできそう。いろいろありますね、人生ってのは。ね。あんま綺麗なアパートじゃないな。やばいやん、こんな侵入禁止の貼られて、テープが貼られてるアパート。ロボが人生を語る。私はロボットでもないだろうから。さあ。びっくりした。
Are you Gloria Lindbergh from Mayor Kuzak's office?
So OCP is using less and less subtle methods to intimidate us. What do you want?
I am here to ask questions about Simon Page.
He's my political opponent. I have nothing more to say about him.
Mr. Page was murdered last night.
Oh, too bad for him. I kind of liked him. So why are you here?
We have reason to believe that you are involved.
On what basis?
手がかり、目撃者の証言だ。これで言ってみるか。
A witness testified that you met with Mr. Page shortly before he died.
I was supposed to, for business. But Simon called my office and canceled the meeting.
The investigation demands that I search your apartment.
If OCP wants to frame me, you probably won't back off anyway, so come on in.
同じようなイヤリングが落ちてたらそれが
I was
有
wondering if
力
there
な証
was a
拠だな。
man hiding under that shiny armor.
酒だ。
I have a second glass if you want to loosen up.
ただのワインか。キューザックの演説原稿。生活環境を救え。キューザックには必ず原稿をそのまま読ませること。アドリブさせるな。ダメなんだね、アドリブが。お
I have a prescription for them. I can't fall asleep when I'm alone in
睡眠
bed.
薬。ただの睡眠薬。おお。変わった趣味を持ってるぞ。
I have various hobbies. Sailing is one of the more innocent ones.
うん。この人も船に乗ってるんだ。
I lead a busy social life. It's not a crime, is it, officer?
無知だ。
Do you like it, officer? Such strong hands can probably tie strong knots.
なるほど。これが凶器のロープと一致しているのか。あとは、なんだろうな。ずっとついてくるな、君。やましいことでもあんのか。風呂場。お
Is this a gift from Mr. Page?
He gave them to me when we met. He was probably trying to buy his way into my favor. I lost the second one.
もう見つけた
So,
よ。
am I under arrest? Maybe you want to cuff me?
Be careful what you wish for. According to Mr. Page's schedule, you met often. Too often for business meetings.
That doesn't make me a murderer. Simon contacted me a month ago. He wanted me to join Mills's campaign office. We slept together a couple of times, and there was something electrifying about it. Secrecy, his connections with OCP, the consequences if we were found out. And we were. His assistant figured it out. She must have reported us, and OCP killed him. They were afraid he might give me Mills's campaign details.
You claimed that Agatha Crane knew about your affair.
Not only knew, but she blackmailed Simon. She's ambitious. She wanted to get a promotion out of it, but Simon fired her.
When was Agatha fired?
Maybe a week ago? You should talk to her, not me.
I intend to do that. Please stay at our disposal.
Missing you already.
証拠はこのグロリアを容疑者にね、なんか導いてたけど。
Officer Neal, come in. Is the victim's assistant still with you?
O'Neill here. We have a problem locating her, but I can assure you she didn't leave the office. You'll see what I mean when you get here.
On my way. Keep Ms. Crane there and be careful. She is our prime suspect.
Understood.
いいね。なんかちゃんと捜査、事件捜査のゲームになってるな。アシスタントにはまあ殺す動機があったってことですね。クビになったから。でもなんかアシスタントを見張ってたはずの警官が外に出てないのに見当たらなくなってるとか抜かしとるで。どうなってんのかな。ともう一個上。あら。
Where is Agatha?
A very good question.
When you left, I came inside to take her statement, but there was no one here. Kirk showed up soon after.
We've been looking for the lady ever since, but she's vanished into thin air. She couldn't have left the office without us seeing her, though.
We must find her. New evidence suggests that she is the murderer.
Once again, let's just check every corner. She couldn't just disappear.
How do we know that the missing lady is the one who did this?
She had a motive. She threatened to reveal Page's affair to get a promotion. He fired her instead.
まあね。早まったんだな。窓から出られるか？どっかにいるはずなんだよな、この部屋の多分。そうだよね、捜査エリアここだもんね。監視カメラがあるな。なんかむずいね。一番むずい事件だぞこれは。密室殺人みたいな状態になってるな今。
A secret button hidden in the desk. This is getting more interesting.
As long as it's not red, I think we can push it.
The case of the mysterious disappearance solved. Now all we have to do is open that door.
It looks like she used a computer. Maybe we can find something there.
なるほど。オフィスへのアクセス。
A message here says there is a panic room in this office. There is also an access code.
Panic room, Magnavolt. This Page guy didn't like to let anyone in.
At least the hide and seek game is over.
これだけか。9584。
Open sesame.
Ah, sure. Keep reminding me of the delicious sesame sprinkled
delete
burger
already.
buns we haven't eaten yet.
The problem, Simon. I can't forget. You're ruining my career.
Come on, you stupid machine!
Agatha Crane, you are under arrest for the murder of Simon Page.
It was just removing an obstacle.
You have the right to remain silent.
I had the right to do it. He didn't even realize that by blackmailing him, I proved that I'll do anything for the job. What else would you want from a political strategist?
You have the right to an attorney.
This is my attorney. I wasn't born to end up in jail. I was born for great things, and only I decide my fate.
You committed a crime. You should suffer the consequence.
We'll see. Unpredictable little things. Again, it's frustrating when they ruin even the best schedule.
Everything will go according to plan for the next several decades.
Okay, lady, show's over. You're coming with us. I hope they throw away the key. Because of your cold-blooded murder, I'll have to reheat my burgers.
事件解決。お、桐生リブさん、こんばんは、こんにちは、おはようございます。ロボコップ、ちょっと多めにやってます。今はね、サイドミッションの事件解決をしました。素晴らしい警官ですね、ロボコップってのは。なんか選挙関連って結構揉めてるよね。なんか刑事物で選挙関連の揉め事みたいなの取り扱ってるのはまあまあなんかよくある気がする。だからこれは解決してももう一個がまだ探さないといけないな。さあ肝心なもう一個の方を今ね、こっちのがぶっちゃけ時間かかれると思いますね。あてもなくこの町で発生したまたは発生している違反行為を 当てもなく探して見つけないといけないっていうね。この上登ったっけ？登ったかもしれんけど、一応見とくか。あ、見ましたね。ノーヒントつらい。そう。ノーヒントが正直つらいんですよね。ノーヒントなんだものだって。早く、ね、ストーリー進めたいよ。もう、佳境に入ってきて多分ね、明日か明後日ぐらいで終われると思うんだよね。ストーリー。そうだな。ちょっと期限決めて探すようにしようかな。今が22時30分だから、45分までは探そうか。前のやつをここに足つけてるやつをって。10時45分まで探して見つかんなければストーリー進めましょうか。これ緑色で一応ハイライトされるはずだから、それなりになんか適当に見て回っててもね、見つけられるはずではあるんだよ。ほらもうなんかさ、たまにこの緑色の落書きあるからさ、おって思うんだけど、その希望はすぐに絶望に変わるよ。なんか駐車違反とかしててくれねえかな。なんかあれスキルでないか、そういえば。操作推理。ちょっと待って。すげえ重要なのある。なんかメインキャラのエンディングに影響を与えるために必要な数値が低下するって、エンディングに影響するスキルあるやん、これ。マジで？ちょっと待って。他、まあ大丈夫そうな。ちょっとこれマックスしとこうか。はい。OK。あげちった。エンディングにっていうか、マルチエンドなんでバラされて本当だ、なんかネタバレ食らったね。マルチエンドです、このゲームは。すごいね。ゲームのシステムにネタバレ食らったね。そんなことあるんだね。2周目3周目はさすがにしないかな。通してやることはしないけど、もしかしたらあれだね、エンディング部分だけ配信とかはしたいかもしれない。なんもないな。このゲームマルチエンドなんですけど、この数値上げとくと変わりますよじゃねえんだよな。変わりますよじゃねえんだよな。マルチエンドばらされるってことある？最初からね、なんかそういうゲームですよって売り込みされてんならまだしも。
I know what we can do to make tonight more exciting.
Grandma, you know what the doctor said about alcohol.
I've got a better idea. We can bet on who will win the election.
典型的な喋り方してる人だったな。さっきよりいいもんじゃん。これパトカー関係ないよな。一応確認しとくか。パトカーがもう違反行為してたらもうそれは大したもんですよ。エリア離れたらいかんね。これもしかしたら目的地の下水道の方にあれあるかもしれないね。違反行為。知らんけど。一旦その説検証してみる。まだ45分まで時間あるけども。 なんかねこの45分まで探して結局下水道の方だったやんって悲しくなっちゃうからね。行ってみましょうか。ないよね。もうロボコップがロボコップだからもう歩くの遅いったらない。今一応ダッシュ中なんだけどね、遅いったらないですね。エーペックスぐらい走るの速かったらもうちょい探索楽なんだろうけど、まあそこまで速いとねもう街ちっちゃってなっちゃうからね、仕方ないね。意外とこの下水道避けてこの辺にあるかもしれんな。
Another respectable citizen on their way to the sewers. Is there a party going on down there? Some of them may come back. Let's hope it's not an alien party. Just make sure you don't drink anything. It might have a roofie.
入ってみるか。
Lewis, tracker coordinates lead me to the sewers. I am entering now.
I can't hear you very well. It must be a bad signal. I've taken Dr. Blanche to the safe house.
Lewis, you are breaking up.
Watch your step. This might get dangerous. Make sure to contact me if you back up. Stay safe.
もう戻れません。クリア、これクリアしてませんよって出なかったから多分まだ戻れるね。来たね。下水道ってさ、よく映画とかでもね、なんか隠れ家にしてるみたいなのあるけど、文字通り下水道だからさ、めちゃくちゃ汚いはずなんだよね。もう人の糞尿やらないやら。お、作業員が殺されてる。今のは違反行為ではないだろうな、さすがに。違うね、亡くなったばかりだ。下水で殺されるってやだな。目的地じゃない方に。お、あっち行ったらよくないか。水門を開く。ああ、あっちに行くことになるんだね。OK。もう傭兵がおるって分かっちゃったな。
Target acquired.
カチカチのやつデフォルトで出るようになったな。痛い痛い痛い。クリティカルだ。この人たちは普通の市民かな。何なんだろうね。なんか作業員殺すとかはなんかなんか作業させて用が済んだから殺すみたいな感じがするけど、 作業員じゃない人も殺してんのは何なんだろうね。オッケー、水門を開く。行くぜ。これが強い。多分即死だなこれ。反射で殺すと多分撃つと即死。痛い。まだいるか。やったか。
Can't seem to get hold of him.
Lewis, can you read me?
Loud and clear. Are you out of the sewers already?
No, I found a signal booster.
A signal booster underground?
The entire OCP communication network runs down here. It looks like the mercenaries were tampering with it.
I wonder what they were up to.
Whatever they were planning, I am going to stop them.
行くぜ。後ろにおった。なぜずっとしゃがんでるんだい。どこ行った？ててててて。
Enemy sighted.
危な。
Damage inflicted. Engaging the enemy.
俺。
Mission comes first.
うわー、ぶん投げてやる。盾にしてやる。ああ、ターレットだ。動かないとき制圧射撃を。あららららららら。ターレットだと強い武器がいるな。あ、いけんのかな。倒してないよね。うわー、いけー、ぶち破れ。よし、完璧。タレットまだ生きてるよね。スルーしちゃっていいんかな。グレネード飛んできた気がする今。タレット、あれを壊したらいい感じになるか。うわー、待て、撃つな。よし、ハッキングできる。ぐさっ。お、ハッキングできたぞ。ん？地雷もある。こっちはでもハッキングしてないよな、まだ。わお、今です。やるしかないか。 おお、なんか使ったことないスキル使ってみて。ああ意外とどうにかなったえい、叫びながら撃てばどうにかなります、このゲームは。あ、よし。これは回復か。うん。ドン。いった。うわあ。一人ずつ。コンコンコンコンコンコンコン。わあああえぐい。全滅させた。あ、痛い。全滅してた。あ、おう。なんだ、旧ザックを狙ってるのか。なんだろう。ここがあれだね、本拠地っぽいな、敵の。ターナルリンク接続完了。アクセス制限 CEO のみ。え、オムニ社のあれか、従業員としてなってんな、ウェンデル。
Lewis, I found the computer.
What did they need it for?
Retrieving and processing data from my evaluations.
Where was the data going?
OCP's mainframe computer. To access it, you need staff credentials, and they have been using Wendell's.
You're saying that OCP has Wendell on their payroll?
The old man is the one who signed his contract.
That son of a bitch. I knew he was behind all this. Can you send us over that data?
I am uploading it as we speak.
I'll make sure Reed sees it ASAP, so we can get you a warrant for the OCP headquarters.
I am heading to OCP headquarters now.
やっぱりオールドマンが黒幕だったんかな。裏で糸を引いていたのか。リカバリーチャージが満タンです。ここは英語だったな。下水道から出るっていうのが。でもオールドマンのもうなんか死にかけでボロボロみたいな感じなんだけど。あ、ここが出口なのか。さーてと、肝心の最後の違反行為が見つけられてないんだが、この道中に会ってくれ。頼む、マジで。さっきこの人車いじってたっけ。ちょっと見させてもらいますよ。異常なし。あれ、このはしご、いや登ったかもしれん。覚えてない。ないか。くそー。やばいな、もう心が折れそうだ。この道中で見つからなければ諦めちまおうか。 こっちなんもないよな。なんもないな。はい、残念ながらね、なかったってことで、違反行為2個しかない説を私は押したい。離れようとするとこう出るから、はい、離れます。残念、失敗。だがストーリーはね、大きく動いたな。オムニ社本社だ。すげえな、なんかスター・ウォーズに出てきそうなビジュアルだな。
Hey, Murphy. We've been analyzing the files that you sent us. And it turns out that the data from your evaluations have been used to prepare an afterlife presentation. And get this, it's taking place right now. To put a cherry on top, the old man is in attendance. Just find where the afterlife presentation is taking place, and you'll catch the old man red-handed.
That is how I prefer to catch criminals.
え、これもう山場なんじゃん。え、クリアしちゃうかこれ、もしかしてオムニ社本社を。
Had no choice. His nanny killed herself this morning.
What?
本当だよ。オムニ社の入り口あたり、エントランスあたりちゃんと見るの初めてかも。
I know who you are, lady. You broke into the security room. You're up to something.
Hey, Robo, could you resolve this issue we're having?
助けてやるか。
There's been a security breach I need to investigate, but someone's got to escort this trespasser out of the building.
I could help in both cases.
Good. The breach seems like a big job. Once you're done with her, can you join me in the server room? It's just down the hall.
Sure he could.
Don't think it's over, lady. I'll check the security cameras later to see what you've been up to. Expect a visit from the police in a couple of days.
I'll buy coffee and donuts to welcome him.
You are responsible for that security breach.
I'm trying to save people's homes. Do I have to remind you what OCP is planning to do with the residents of Old Detroit to create space for Delta City?
忘れちゃいない。
I have a record of that issue.
I need to find out what the estimates are for those additional costs. As you can imagine, they don't include them in their brochures, so I have to dig deeper. All the information I need to help those people is in the room where the security guard is expecting you. So can you help me get those records out?
悩ましいね。堂々と違反行為するかどうかだ。
I will not let OCP hustle innocent people.
You'll find the relevant data on one of the servers. I'll be waiting here to pick it up.
なんか確かに明確にこれ分岐しそうだな。
Welcome to Omni Consumer Products. How may I help you?
一旦こっち話してみようか。本編進めてみようか。
A meeting regarding afterlife is taking place right now. I want to know where.
Let me check. Yes, that would be the executive conference room on the top floor. The elevators are behind me. But I'm looking at the guest list and I'm not seeing your name.
I will be the highlight.
これ多分進めると本格的に目標ストーリー進みそうだから一旦
But you don't have the proper clearance.
サブミッション
You won't be able to access the elevators, sir. Sir.
ロボコップはあんまり人の命令に従わないからだ。サーバールーム。ここだ。
Over here. Could you help me with these doors?
電子力故障中。ドアを破る。令状が必要。なんだって？
Someone likely tried to lay a hand on the data collected in this room. The security breach caused them to lock down. Can you open them?
I need permission to enter the restricted area and damage OCP property.
Do whatever it takes.
許可をもらった。突入！
Now, I need to reboot the security system. The malfunction shut down not only the doors, but also a nearby metal detector gate. That should do it. Thanks for your help, Robocop. I'll stay here. I need to be sure the room is safe before the technicians arrive. My new dumbass boss will chew my ear off about it if I don't.
なるほど。で、今度はあれね、サーバールーム入れたから、サマンサの側のあれを達成しよう。
Better not touch that computer. If the technicians figure out that someone was messing with it, they'll be pissed.
注意をそらす。なるほどね。OK？ 話しかけてみる？
So, you're still here?
Your conflict with the head of security, what is that about?
He's a walking sack of incompetence. For example, he put this metal detector gate nearby with no one to supervise it. So that means I have to run and check it every time it beeps. And don't even get me started on the door codes. I think I can tell you that. You're an OCP cop, right? My boss made it so the new security code for each door is always some number that you can easily find around the door. Thank God the doors aren't locked with keys. He'd probably make us leave keys under doormats.
My duty awaits.
ろくでもない上司だな、ほんと。セキュリティゲート設置しようぜ。でもパスワードはそばに置いとこうぜ。やばすぎるな。注意をそらす。あの人の注意そらさんといけないけど。なんかあるか？あー、そっか。走ってそこまで行かなきゃいけねえんだぜって言ってたもんね。こういうことか。今です。戻ってきたりすんのかな。ずっと向こうにいてくれたら楽なんだけど。うわー、よっしゃ。はい。何もしてない。OK。バレてない。あぶねえ。戻ってくるんだ。素早くやんないとあれかもね。ミッション失敗になってるかもしれないね。ああ、また走っちゃう。走って見に行かなきゃいけない、あの人。かわいそうに。はい。
Estimates. Do you have them?
Make good use of them.
You helped a lot of people with this, Murphy. But there is one more issue.
Security footage.
If I'm gonna expose OCP, I'd rather not be disturbed by anyone. Could you...
Destroying evidence of a crime is beyond my programming.
Who's talking about that? Shuffling database records will do just fine. All you need to do is recharge yourself using the computer in the security room. You could sure use a pick-me-up. You look pale, to be honest.
どんだけ犯罪行為に加担させてくんだろうな。いやー、ロボコップここまで優しいか？いや。
Still no.
Fine. I'll manage somehow. I don't want to push my luck.
Why so eager to fight OCP?
I fight the bad guys. And when it comes to bad guys, OCP is the worst. They forced my parents to give up everything they'd worked for. They accused my mother of lying in her documentaries meant to expose OCP. She didn't take it well. But revenge is good motivation, not a reason. I want to spare others the suffering that we went through, even if I have to sacrifice my career or freedom. But maybe now's not the time for this conversation. We have work to do.
なるほどね。今のあれだね、心理学6って出てきたのが会話の分岐が明確にあったようだな。開けててよかった。おう。
I saw that whole scene, the way they treated you. Not on my watch. Going up?
はい。バレてるよ。
Beautiful, isn't it? This view gives me hope. Shows what Detroit is capable of when not hindered by the city's worst. You probably know that better than anyone else. You deal with filth more than any of us. These miserable people, crammed into those tiny apartments like cockroaches. I swear I need a shower whenever I go canvassing in old Detroit. But not for much longer. I'm heading to a meeting about the Delta City relocations, so that we finally get the poor, criminal elements out of our great city. Exciting, isn't it? You and me together. We'll clean the city right up. That's why I wouldn't mind you giving me a nod during your public appearances. We need a little push in the ratings. Remember, it's your freedom we're talking about. Anyway, great talk. Vote Mills, vote Robocop.
支援なんかしないよ。さあ、ついに対面か？
This is a friendly reminder. A gunshot wound no longer entitles you to a day off unless hospitalization is required. Thank you.
あ、ここはあれじゃん。もうロボコップ1でもおなじみの場所です。
What? Look around. See if we're missing something.
大変な事件があった場所だね、ここは。いろいろあった場所ですね、ここの会議室。
Do not be amazed when a man grows rich, for when he dies, he takes nothing with him. Until now, Afterlife, OCP's answer to death itself. As a frontrunner in human-machine hybrids, OCP is focused on proving that death is no longer the end. With a number of successful prototypes, our team continues to work tirelessly to ensure Afterlife is more stable than any of our previous cybernetic achievements. We've come a long way since OCP's first cyborg.
This is how I see myself.
To now.
Hi, I'm Eve, and I've died, but that's not stopping me. With the newest development in cyborg research, OCP was able to give me another chance. And now I'm back to enjoying my life. Or should I say, afterlife. Because at OCP, the goal is no longer to live, but to thrive after death. And since our friends in the government are fighting for human rights for all people that were once pronounced dead, my life will return to what it was in no time.
Under my legislation, Robocop and all future cyborgs will be granted human rights. They'll be able to live, vote, and run their businesses just like the rest of us. Vote Mills, vote Robocop.
Afterlife. Eternity. Today. Oh, sorry, I didn't know someone was here.
Eve?
It's actually Meg.
Are you like me?
So you've seen the ad, huh? Sorry, I'm not a robot. Just a commercial actress. I've been a face for a lot of stinkers, but good luck selling Afterlife. Technology that won't be available to us for the next 100 years or so, I've heard.
Where is everyone?
From what I understand, the old man canceled the meeting last minute. I don't know why no one tells me anything around here.
So he is behind all of it?
Who else would authorize funding of such a pretentious project?
オールドマン死にかけてたから、あれかな、死にたくないがゆえにやってたのかな。この死から再生したロボコップの研究を生かして、あれだね、死んだ後も生き続けるための今アフターライフを開発してたってことかな。
So you are selling something that does not work?
That's advertising for you. At least with Afterlife, we won't get many complaints from the dissatisfied customers. Because they'd be dead, you know?
でも機能しないものを売ろうとしてるのか。
What about all the money that went into research?
From what I hear, OCP gave it the college try. They spent a lot of money on some prototypes, but this time they ended up with nothing. That's how it often goes with these cutting-edge projects. I imagine there were quite a lot of unsuccessful Robocops before you came along.
金を相当つぎ込んでたってのはあれ3への伏線になるな。
Where did they conduct the research for this project?
I don't know, but I don't think it's in this building. I've noticed that there are always big cooling trucks parked in front of OCP when they're showing off new tech.
なるほどね。どっかの研究所からプロトタイプを運んできてるっぽいのか。
Where is the old man?
Probably in his office at the end of the hall. But I don't think barging in unannounced is such a good idea.
I disagree.
オールドマンな、入院して心臓発作で入院したのに回復したんだろうか。あ、なんかあるな。プリント基板。この会議室の奥に入るのは、奥を見るのは初めてだね。
Can someone take this robot away from here? I'm trying to work.
たけー。さあ、オールドマンとついに対峙できるか。なんか光ってる。なんかあるな、あそこ。
Why was he smiling when I signed it? He never smiles. There must be a catch. He set me up for something. Do you think
You
they
have to
hung
stop
upside
coming to the
down?
office. You no longer work here. You were fired last month.
さあ、ついに対峙だ。オールドマン。回復したのか？
Put your hands up. You are under arrest.
That's no way to talk to an acting CEO. You didn't come here to congratulate me? So, you haven't heard. It's been on every channel for the past hour. Watch some TV once in a while. Life's passing you by.
As the former CEO of Omni Consumer Products passed away earlier this morning, we at Channel 9 are deeply saddened by this horrific tragedy. Our condolences go out to the OCP family in these dark times. In other news, why do balloons make that popping sound?
もうオールドマンは死ん
About
でる。
time the old man kicked the bucket. A Japanese company is already eyeing to buy us out. The way he was managing the company lately, he'd basically run it to the ground, especially with his personal projects.
Afterlife.
Oh, you heard about that too. How desperate. Just die gracefully, you old fuck. But don't you worry about it. As an acting CEO, I'm putting a stop to all of OCP's unnecessary expenses. And that includes all of the old man's pet projects. So say bye-bye to Afterlife, and Delta City for that matter.
オールドマン死んでたか。
Wendell is still out there.
The market will take care of him. With no one to finance his stunts, he'd need an army willing to mindlessly fight for him, and for free. So there's nothing for you to worry about anymore. Well, maybe about collecting unemployment, since I'm firing the entire police force and replacing them all with my robots.
Those robots are unreliable.
Oh, that's adorable. Especially coming from you. But you'll get to see the improvements we've made firsthand. since I need you to come to the Arms Expo. Just don't be late. Now, you leave. Bitches, come! It's time to celebrate. Let's throw the old man a hell of a wake. Oh, Robo. That expo thing is a black tie event. Then again, I guess that doesn't concern you.
典型的な成金みたいなことしてるな。CEO になった途端も女を呼んで。
Because of the tragedy that has struck our company, you will be informed by your superiors about the recommended ways to experience mourning. The meeting is not included as work time. Thank you.
このチャプターはこれで終わるかな。なんか
The old man is dead.
Yeah, I just heard. So what do we do about afterlife?
Becker is shutting it down.
Not the only thing he's shutting down. I just got a call from the precinct. Everyone's been fired. So what now? What about Wendell?
We wait for his move.
He'll be desperate. I bet he'll try to get as many supplies as he can before his money runs out. But where will he go to do that?
The Detroit Arms Expo.
Shit, that's right around the corner. I could go there.
No. Stay with Dr. Blanche. Becker wants me to attend the expo. This way, I can keep an eye on unwanted guests.
I hear you.
軍事エキスポ。そこでベッカーと今逃走中のあいつも来るかもしれないな。多分これオムニ本社から出たら多分このチャプター終わりだからそれで終わりにしましょうか。
I can't believe he's gone. He was so young.
若くはないだろう。
tragedy, but are our bonuses safe? Do they know who'll be the new CEO? I hope it won't be that Becker jerk from Security Concepts.
Will the Japanese take over the company now?
We're still on for playing golf at the weekend.
ロボコップ3はね、日本の企業が出てくるんですよ。詳しく知りたい方はね、ぜひロボコップ3もご覧ください。これで多分次ムービーとか入った後ぐらいでチャプター変わるだろうから、そこで終わりにしようかなと思います。どうかな。お、変わったね。OK。5本損終わりました。OK。じゃあ、今日の配信これで終わります。ちょっと長くやってしまいましたがね。まあ、ストーリーも佳境に入ってきて、多分もう一回、もうチャプター1個2個ぐらいなんじゃないかなって感じですかね。もう多分終わりそうって感じですね。で、明日も続き同じ時間にやろうかなと思います。19時半からですね。明日はちょっと、まあ今日長くしすぎたのもあって、9時ぐらい終わり、めどぐらいでやろうかなと思います。はい、すいません。長時間お付き合いいただき本当にありがとうございました。なんかね、1個2個で終わらせるっつったのにね、もう1個追加でやってしまって、めちゃくちゃ長くなってしまって、申し訳ないですが、お付き合いいただきありがとうございました。ストーリー結構ありますね。そうですね。もうだいぶやってるんだけど、10時間以上はやってるんですがね、まだまだあるような感じで。途中のサブミッションとかもある感じで、プレイ時間結構ある感じです。おつです。ありがとうございます。モッサンさんも最後まで見ていただいてありがとうございます。では、今日の配信これで終わります。見てくださった方、コメントしてくださった皆様方、ありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。